and some locations you have explored and some you haven't explored. The ones that you have kind of explored, I've put information in the Port Nines Zaru um, info tab. The ones you haven't explored have no information, but they are listed there. So should you decide to go and explore them, you may. I added the Temple of Timora because you guys have not been there, but that is the home base of Chad. So Chad would know the information on the Temple of Timora. Yeah. So I'll just run through all those numbers with you quickly, so um, get them in your brain, and if you want to explore them, you may. Beggar's Palace, you would have passed on your way to the Dino Pit. There are two large ziggurats of the old city. A ziggurat's like a big Aztec pyramid. Shops, tenements of bamboo are jammed into the terraces of the ziggurat in wild profusion. The upper levels are cleaner and less crowded than those near the street level. A narrow wooden bridge connects the two upper levels above the press and noise of the street. Executioner's Run, that's where you guys tried to help save the man. So there's a big write up there for it. Number 3 is a refuse pit. It's like the city dump. Excuse me. Then we go to the Merchants Ward. It is listed there. It's on the northern edge. It's hard to read. The Golden Throne is kind of like the main city hall castle area. 5, there's a few 5s. They represent different merchant princes' villas where the merchant princes typically stay. 6 is the Grand Souk. Which means the big market. It's a marketplace. 7 is the Temple of Savras. Savras is a god of knowledge and information and scrying. 8 is the Temple of Gond. Gond is the god of fabrication, creation, and making things. 9 is the Temple of Soon, who's the goddess of love and beauty and sex and orgies. 10 is the Jewel Market, which is extensive here. A lot of very beautiful jewels come from Chult. And then we move to the Harbor Ward.
I think Gave got kicked off. He wrote in Facebook.
Yeah. I'm going to just keep trucking along, and then we can inform him as we go. If we pause for everybody tonight, we're going to lose a lot of game.
Okay, I'm for it. Of not losing game.
Yeah. 11 is the Royal Docks. It's kind of the reserve docks for special people. 12 is a big statue that comes out of the middle of the harbor. 13 is the harbor master's office. 14 is the lighthouse. 15 is Fort Nines Zaru. It's where a lot of the soldiers are garrisoned. It has a good view of the Bay of Chult. See if there's any ships coming. There's ballistas and stuff there to defend the city. 16 is the warehouse district, where a lot of shipping goods are stored. And 17 is your dry dock, which is kind of the shadier port, like really where anyone can go and offload stuff. Don't need that.
That's the dry dock.
17 is the dry dock.
Okay.
18 is the Red Bazaar. It's kind of like a specialty market where you can get magic items and such. 19 is the Fish Market. 20 is the Grand Coliseum. It's an arena where events take place. 21 is the Hall of Gold. It's kind of like a bank. 22 is a public bathhouse where people go to get clean for free and hang out and do swim aerobics. 23 is the dye works. It's yeah, a lot of clothing makers are there. And then we move to Malar's Throat. That's where you guys saw Dundee.
Okay.
That's where the Temple of Timora's set. So this one can get deleted. And then Turkey Anchorage, that's where you guys kept your dinosaurs. Who is still down there? Don't forget about her.
Mm-hmm.
And that's all. So keep those locations in your mind. If you guys want to check them out during game, you're welcome to. Right now we are in the Thundering Lizard, and you guys were just discussing a game plan with Hugh and Taban. I'm going to have Hugh and Taban disappear so that you guys can have conversation without prying eyes for what you want to do. It looks like Francine has you guys nicely summarized.
Yeah, she does. Great notes.
So you can decide what your next directions are without the prying thoughts of Hugh and Taban in your presence. So you guys can start. Go
ahead. Did we figure out if we're staying together or are we splitting up?
We haven't discussed any of it yet, but we can do that right now.
Yeah.
So what do you guys think? My old friend Hugh, I haven't seen him in many years. I still feel he's our best bet to get through these jungle, even if we do take the waterways.
I agree. I very much enjoy Hugh's company, but for us to find men for this venture, we must figure out where to go next. We want to keep him on our good side. We don't want to bring any strays or something that's going to make him run away.
Well, I might have an idea. It depends how well Green Gage sells it. Her being a good story, or he being a good storyteller and all. Maybe we can put out some rumors that we're setting up for sale for this big treasure. We'll see if adventurers come to us looking for it.
Considering that we are thinking about going above board on this expedition, I think that putting out feelers in that fashion would be a good idea.
I agree. The rumors is that is an interesting strategy there, Alcor. Perhaps, spreading word of our great adventure will bring many to us.
Yes. We must create something appealing. Green Gage, I think this is where you could create some legendary story of maybe a lost artifact that gives eternal health or something. Get creative with it.
And we must remember, I have Timora on our side, the goddess of luck.
That's right.
Played us.
Oh no.
What do you think, Green Gage? Is this something?
Hello, friends.
Oh, how are you? Volo, right?
Indeed. The great Volo.
Oh. I heard rumors that you were donating one of your books to us. Is that true? Can I do a deception?
No, he's not giving you a book.
Okay.
Green Gage straightens up his collar awkwardly.
He doesn't stop to chat. He just walks past and goes to sit.
Okay.
Gentlemen, we really need the book that he has about the dinosaurs and the creatures on the island. We definitely need that.
Yeah. Well, I think, what was he charging, like 300 or something like that, or 200?
Just for the premium one.
Okay. How much was the one we need, the dinosaur one? Did we find that out?
The paperback is 10 gold, and the hardcover for Jungle Expedition is 50 gold.
50.
And even though it's hardcover, could that get ruined by rain or water or jungle humidity?
Nope. Unless it's like thrown in a fire or something, the hardcover is designed to hold up against the choking jungles. However, the soft cover is the one that can disintegrate if it gets wet or.
Yeah, I don't think that's an option.
Eaten by bugs.
Personally,
we could buy multiple. We could buy like 5 of them, but they probably just disintegrate, right? So that's not the greatest option, unless there was magic, but that would be. I don't think the warlock could do anything about that.
Yeah, and we're in the same position. 5 times 10 would be 50 anyways. So
Yeah,
might as well get the hardcover that can't
hardcover.
disintegrate.
We should probably get maybe a paperback and a hardcover. I feel like having 2 copies, but then again, maybe that's overkill.
Up to you. I plan on sticking with the group, the big size of the group as much as possible, but things do happen.
Yeah, maybe it's okay to have one. Yeah.
But it's not a bad idea to have maybe like somebody hold the soft one and then somebody have the hard one. That sounds terrible, but
If there's a way for us to bargain with him and maybe give his name influence for undiscovered species or new discoveries to add to his book, we might be able to get one for free with a promise.
like a soft
To get
one
him
for
to
free.
name a dinosaur or something like that, or something we find he can name it and add it to his book.
Add
Is
to
that
his
what you're saying?
catalog.
Or give him fame and recognition for a discovery that we have made.
Okay.
Or just
Oh,
a
yeah.
I feel
future
like that is the money bags in the situation. So I would feel awkward trying to like get the price down on somebody when I have like no gold
Oh,
on
it's
me.
it's a deal. It's a bargain. You know,
Yeah.
it's not so much stealing as it is giving him a reason to give us a book without paying for it.
Yeah, along with a nice bardic tale to tell in taverns.
Yeah.
Some people have big egos that want to be talked about. But
So what's the plan, guys?
I
You guys
originally, like I've been like stating in the chat, I really like the idea of getting other people to kind of pay our way, and we act as the crew, or do a deception thing of Green Gage does some bardic tale that she spreads through the town, and have adventurers come to us saying that we're leaving to go find this epic treasure that's non-existent, even though it's a deceptive thing. My guy's not law. The only one I could see having a problem is Chad because he's lawful good, I presume.
He's lawful neutral.
Yeah, so
Yeah, that makes sense.
it wouldn't bother your character to
No.
lie
That
to the
second
town.
that sounds good. I like that second one.
Yeah, Chad's fine for neutral. He's not evil by any means, but
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's not like we're trying to lead them to a death trap, even though the jungle's dangerous. We have no bad intentions for them to be harmed, right?
well,
No.
let's move forward with this plan of spreading rumors of a great adventure and
I think Green Gate can come up with a song and dance.
Oh,
Get
God.
everyone to do this.
and
I can join you.
Um,
I could do the dance. You have to do the
yes,
song.
you can do that.
And
I'm just thinking of since we're at the Thundering Lizard and a lot of adventurers come through this way and they use the notice board, we could talk to Kroga about getting his permission. So.
say that again. Kroga's permission for what?
Oh well, if we were to post things on the board, don't we need Kroga's permission?
Oh, I see. Yeah, that's not a bad idea.
Yeah.
I also think if we do have people come to us, we should have a plan of like we have a list of what we need supplied for this adventure and what they can either bring to the table or pitch a certain amount of money to kind of pay their way on the ship. Like that goes to the crew, I guess, like hired on crew, which we don't have to label as ourselves. We can just label it as Hugh and the crew. So if some adventurer comes to us, we can say, well, you're more than welcome to join us on this adventure for this epic treasure, but it's going to cost you 100 gold or something, right? Like kind of what Taban did. He was willing to pitch 100.
Right. Would the treasure division be something we'd have to talk about before we start spreading the rumor, the news around?
Yeah, well, I think Hugh said Flaming Fist take 50%.
Right.
And then would probably have to go even across the board with the rest, including any additional crew guys that we get, if we get any.
Are we going to cap the number of crew?
10, I think.
I think
maybe?
10 was the minimum.
Oh, 10. Oh,
But
Yeah.
I think it'd be wise to maybe get a couple more in case like we lose a couple.
because I guess the more we get, the more we have to divvy up.
We have to divvy up and feed, right? Like once
Yeah.
we're off the ship, like we
Yeah.
got to carry the food through the jungle. So
This is practically how it works on a whaling ship. The whaling ship would only make a certain amount on whales, and then everybody would have a certain percentage, and it depended on how useful they were on the ship. And
Okay.
everyone that was less useful got less percentage down the line.
mhm.
Everyone can
So-
make perception checks.
Everybody?
Everyone.
And it couldn't hurt to go down to the docks and kind of pick some captain's ears and stuff, right? See how they do
Yeah, I was
things.
gonna say.
Oops, I need to get into roll 20 again. No,
Not
no,
that
wait.
great. 12.
Oh, perception. Come on. Why does this keep freezing?
But yeah, I think that's a good idea to ask Kroga for permission once we have a tale to put up.
Mhm.
Or a legendary adventure sign up type thing.
Yep,
Perception,
great idea. You can talk to Kroga about that.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Waiting for Talon.
Sorry, I'm just trying to find it.
No worries. So
Oh, there it is. Perception. Under nature. There it is.
games, elections,
There it is.
Annihilation. Green gauge. You kind of hear the door to the thundering lizard creak open, and a handsome young scholarly looking man in a robe. He looks local, black skin, kind of afro hair, but tied back in a ponytail, spectacle glasses. Takes a single step in through the door, and he has a blank look on his face, and he just seems to be staring off into the distance, standing in the threshold of the front door. He kind of has like a zombie state. You're not sure what his deal is.
Could I do an Arcana check?
Sure.
Okay.
What's that?
She's trying to sense if there's any magic about his.
Oh, never mind. God.
Oh.
You would say he's currently possessed by a demon.
Okay.
Chad.
So, my good sorry, he's a priest at time, right? That's the correct term for it, right? Priest.
Chad is, yeah.
Yeah.
Chad, priest of Timora, I believe we have some form of demonic possession by the door. If you would be so kind.
As you say that, the man at the door starts running over to you, like a zombie run.
Oh boy.
Does Chad have
The
time?
zombie.
What are we doing here? Is
All
there a
right.
time?
Chad, you stand up, and turn around, just in time for this man to be like an inch away from the back of your head. And he whispers loudly to you, "Speak to the wise guardian of Orlunga, east of Mambala. She can direct you to that which you seek." I will put that into the chat because I realized I was whispering, and
Yeah, there's a lot of weird words too that I have to process there.
and not so usual words, you know.
After he says that, he collapses unconscious into your arms, Chad, and you catch him. You guys are all like, "What the fuck was that?" 10 to 15 seconds later, he wakes up in your arms. "Oh, my head. What has happened?"
Chad is like mid prayer trying to bring him back. He's like, she responded. You come back?
"Oh, yes. Who are you?"
Who are you? You just collapsed in my arms. Something was possessing you. Where did you come from?
My name is Eshik. He like stands up and starts brushing his robes off. He's wearing, it looks like graduation robes almost. Definitely an academic of some type.
Eshik. Don't we have an Eshik somewhere?
Yeah, Chad's going to grab him by the collar and pull him in close to his face. And he's like, "Where is the wise guardian? What does this mean? What did you mean?"
Give me 1 second here.
Oh, it's fine.
Why does that say sh? One write-up says she and the other one says he.
Maybe it's a them.
Yeah.
Non-binary.
Maybe she's on. Maybe they are non-binary.
Yeah.
They. That's what I meant, not them.
All right.
I
Sorry, what-
remember
what-
what we're.
Go ahead, Green Gauge. That's important.
Oh yeah, Orlunga, isn't that that sounds really familiar. I think you said that town. It's a place, a camp in the jungle.
He did.
Orlunga. I did not say Orlunga. I have. What am I doing here?
Do you need a glass of water?
Yogus is a good.
I suppose I have a headache. Yes. I remember feeling compelled to find the group of you. Yeah, but that's all I can remember.
Chad's like, "You may be of worthy value to us. We are in need of men, and you seem to know something. I must know more. What possessed you? What came of you?"
I have no recollection of what just occurred. Did I speak?
Chad just kind of like brushes him off, and he's like, "You must come with us. You have no other option. This is your destiny."
Did you hear about this epic adventure we're going on? Green Gauge, tell them all about it.
Yes. So Green Gauge immediately gets out his fiddle and he starts he's like pulling his collar a little bit because he's like he was trying to come up with a ballad in his head, but he's better at writing things down first, so putting a little bit of stress on poor Green Gauge. So do a performance check. I do have an idea. It's not the most creative idea, but
it's okay.
Oh, that's totally the wrong. It's totally the wrong. Just ignore that.
It's a good persuasion,
I
though.
always do that. That's annoying.
You are persuading them, kind of.
Yeah, sorry, performance. So that's my performance, and oh god, I said that if I rolled badly that I would sing. And I do have a recording of something that's related, I guess, to this kind of
badly
quest, this trying to get gold.
Well, what are you considering?
I don't know. It's up to the DM.
If you want to, it's up to you. Do you feel like it's the right time?
Like, would that be a successful performance or an unsuccessful one? I said if the performance was good, I would play music, and if it was bad, I would have singing.
Yeah, he'll like it, whatever it is.
So it's a pass, it sounds like.
Okay. I wanted to record this song because it was easier to sing. I'm just gonna go get the recording. I don't know if it will be that. It won't probably be hard to hear, but
is it you singing?
Yeah, apparently it's good.
I wasn't expecting that.
All right. While she does that, does anyone want to continue talking to Eshik?
I'll be a little shaky as an old man. I'll get up and start going towards Kroga to get a glass of water.
And I'll lean on over to Eshik and be like, "Eshik, is anything coming back to memory? Anything at all?"
Don't remember anything this morning. I don't even remember waking up and getting dressed. So I just have this feeling that I needed to find you for something. Again, did I happen to say anything?
You said something. You mentioned something of speak to the wise guardian of Orlanga, east of Mabala. She can direct you to what you seek. You came in like
Orlanga.
that. You said that and then passed out.
Orlanga, I have no, I don't even know this place Orlanga that I speak about, but Mbala is familiar to me.
Can Chad use divine sense on him to see if he can see if anything still lingers?
Sure.
Yep. So he casts divine sense. He puts his hand on his head and like tries to feel any kind of magical effect or something that could come from it.
All right, go ahead.
It's just a spell or a slot.
Yeah. Sorry, what was it called?
I just posted it.
Oh, perfect. Oh, divine sense, yeah. You can hear a slight ring of heavenly music in your ears as you touch him. It's not super powerful, but you're definitely not getting the sniffs of sulfur from this man or anything that he's been about for.
Awesome. Yeah. So he kind of gets the heavenly notes. It's him, and he says, "She's calling to me. I have a lead." And he kind of mumbles that under his breath. We must go. You must join us.
I cannot join you. My duty at the Temple of Savras bestows my presence there. However, I do know of this place called Mbala. It is let me pull up my map here really quickly. Oops. Why is that happening? Oh, that's 49W. That's why. He tells you that Mbala is in the jungles of Chult, and it is to the southeast of Camp Vengeance.
To the southeast of Camp Vengeance.
Mbala can be located southeast of Camp Vengeance.
Yes, very well. We may find this friend. But I must ask you, when you return to the temple, please spread word that we are in need of men and hands to help us on our adventure, perhaps. Perhaps Timora can lead us through you.
Anyone is welcome at the temple. I encourage you to visit the Temple of Savras yourself.
Salvus.
Great wisdom is held in those halls.
Cool. Is that one of the locations on the map?
It is.
Awesome. Okay. Well, be best on your way and good luck to you, friend. Thank you for the message you have given me.
All right. I think Greengage wants to perform for the man.
Oh God. Yeah. So I recorded this in case my voice started to break. So
Okay.
that was embarrassing.
No.
See it. Come on. Let's do
I
it.
can see your anxiety level increasing.
All right. Yeah, it's like this.
Yeah,
Okay.
I can tell.
I was recording this week a month ago.
Okay.
And I really wish I found an instrumental to go behind. It sounds much better, but anyway. Far over the misty mountains go, to dungeons deep and caverns old. We must away ere break of day to find our Lord, forgotten gold. The pines will
The winds were moaning in the night. The fire was red and flaming spread. The trees like torches blazed with light.
Very good.
Okay, that's it.
I
You
liked
have, a,
it.
you have a great voice, Francine.
That was excellent.
I was picturing like after like a war, you lost a few
Tried, I don't
adventures,
know.
and we're like sitting at a campfire, and like kind of like reflecting on what we just went through, and then that song comes on. That's what
Just
I was
watched-
picturing in my head.
Yeah.
You have great. You have a great tone, Francine. It's very very good.
Kudos.
Nice.
Extra XP.
Okay. Oh, God.
Yeah, it's gonna be
Oh, that's okay.
inspiration for that, Francine. Good job. Thank you so
Okay.
much.
So yeah, it's like
Ashik is
I was
My
thinking that
word.
would be the song. Sorry. Damn it.
my word. You have a beautiful voice. And he gives you a gold piece.
Oh, okay. Wow. Thank you for your patronage.
Please, friends, accept my apologies and you stop by the Temple of Severus should you get the opportunity. With that, I will add this one. Edit.
How do you spell?
Hold on a second here.
No problem.
Show. This handout isn't. Do you want to share? Yes.
Seek wisdom at Orlando. Oh, nice.
Francine, that was awesome.
Okay.
Yeah.
My whole body is covered in.
It was just like humming in the background, like hobbits.
Yeah. Felt like a Lord of the Rings adventure.
Yeah, I love the.
Yeah. The
the-
elves were singing.
Yeah. Ashik.
Have you seen Peaky Blinders, Francine?
I've heard a lot about it,
Okay.
and I just haven't gotten around to it.
In one of the
I do
first
like-
few episodes, there's a new girl who's working the bar, and there's a big brawl that busts out, and that's how she breaks up. She just starts singing this like soft song similar to what Green Gage just did to break up the fight.
Oh, that's cool. That's really smart,
Yeah.
actually. It really does calm people. So
Yeah. And
All right.
it's
Does everyone
unexpected,
have
too.
the Wisdom at Oralunga group quest?
Yes.
Yes.
I just closed.
And
All right.
Yep.
So
Yeah. New quests.
I just want to point this out. According to what Eshik said, Oralunga is nowhere near where Hugh wants to take you.
Okay. Do we know that in ahead of time though?
You know that Hugh wants to take you to the other side of the island,
Yeah.
and this guy just said the
Mambala.
wisdom you seek is at Oralunga. I will show you the map, and you can take a look at where everything is. So here is the player's map of Chult. You do have, it's hard to see, you do have Camp Vengeance on your map. It's just covered by some of the hexes. It's kind of the southernmost town that you have there. It's that little square at the end of the River Schoenstar. Eshik said that Mbala is southeast of Camp Vengeance.
Yeah.
And the message that you got from him while he was in his trance said that Oralunga, speak to the wise guardian of Oralunga, east of Mbala. So you know that Mbala is southeast of Camp Vengeance, and that Oralunga is east of Mbala.
Okay, I can't find these names on here, but I don't know why.
Yeah. So Camp Vengeance is on your map there, but you can just see
I see.
EANCE
Okay, and that's
because
where Umbala is, or
the
wants.
hexes are blocked.
Did I lose everybody again?
Okay,
Hello?
Embala is going to be like somewhere southeast, is what we're
southeast of
getting.
Hello?
that. Okay,
Of Camp Vengeance, and
we can hear
Orlanga
you.
is sorry east of.
We can hear you, Gabe.
Yeah, I heard you.
Okay, hold on a second here. I need to get my.
Hello?
Yeah, we hear you.
Yeah, we hear you.
Hello?
You not
Yeah,
hear
we
us?
hear you.
I don't think he can hear us.
No.
Yeah, maybe if he refreshes it, it might help. That sometimes helps me.
Okay, and so that was where Umbala is, and he wants to go on the far
Hello?
up.
Yeah.
Just give me 1 second here. I got to reveal some more stuff on this fucking map so you guys have it. Where is the?
And he wants to go by Peaks of Flame, I'm guessing, or Sanark Mountains.
Who's
He wants to go to
port
Shilku Bay.
bay?
Okay,
Yeah.
Which is like all the way down here. Yeah.
southwest. Okay.
We could put
okay.
in. Like,
This-
no.
with this information, I feel like Chad kind of looks at the group and he says, this is destiny calling and reaching out to us. Perhaps Hugh is not the correct guide to take us to where we need to be. Maybe we should
There's an
visit
old.
this. Sorry, go ahead.
Video.
No, it's fine. Go ahead.
No,
What
I
did
mean,
you realize?
Jeez.
yeah, maybe we should visit this temple before we make any major decisions and see if we can gain further knowledge of his message.
Hello?
Now,
I'm looking at the map. Oh, sorry.
we keep talking over each other. So the spots we
It's
can
me, I'm
see,
bad.
have we traversed that ourselves, or only people of Port Nyanzuru have explored that?
Camp Vengeance.
Anything that we can see, does that mean we have seen that ourselves, like our characters, or
No, this is just the map that Sylvain gave you.
Okay, gotcha.
You have no information of any of this stuff.
Yeah.
Pat, can I ask you if Chad saw that message as like being directed towards him?
Hold on a second, guys. We got some major interference here.
It's Talon.
It's yeah.
Muting him.
I muted him.
It's all good.
Hello. Can you hear me?
Aside from us, how does this person know what we're seeking
Testing?
for?
Yes, Dan, I can hear you, Dan. Corman, just give us a minute here. I've got somebody's.
I think it's Gave is playing maybe sound through your heads or through your speakers, because when everybody else talks, it kind of like triggers on Gave's audio thing. No,
It's clear now. I think it's gone now.
it is gone now. Yes. Is that maybe Gave? Or, I think because he's muted himself now, right?
Oh,
Is that correct, Gave?
Yeah, he's muted.
Yeah, it's
himself.
muted.
Yeah. Okay.
Alrighty.
Just make sure that when you go to talk, Gave, that you check to see if you're muted. We obviously want to hear from you still.
Yeah.
And let me just, before I answer any more questions, let me just figure some stuff out here, because the directions that they gave appear to be wrong. So, Mbala is southwest of Camp Vengeance. Write that
So,
down.
like this way.
Oh. All right.
This would be
Yes.
That makes more sense.
Okay.
And then seek wisdom at Oralunga. Let me edit this. Why does it say? And then the wise guardian of Oralunga is west of Umbala. So the words east should be switched to west.
Do we have
Which quest is that? Sorry. Do we have a log for it or a journal
You guys
entry?
got a new quest called Seek Wisdom at Oralunga.
Okay.
Eshik stumbles up to you in the street and whispers, "Speak to the wise guardian of Oralunga, west of Umbala. She can direct you to that which you seek."
west of Umbala? Okay.
So So Mbala is southwest of Camp Vengeance, and Oralunga is west of Mbala. And Francine, you are correct that you did see a marker on Hugh's map for Oralunga.
Okay.
And that map is to get us to Songmallet or whatever it's called there.
Uh,
That map was originally there to help
Well-
us find that.
Hugh has his own map, which he's not giving you guys access to, but Green Gage caught a glimpse of it and caught a glimpse of the word Oralunga on the map.
Okay.
You guys don't have a marker for Oralunga on your map.
Yeah.
Can I ask?
And yes, so
Oh.
those markers are kind of closer to where you are now. If you take the boat all the way around to Shilku Bay with Hugh, you're going to be much farther away from Camp Vengeance, Mbala, and Oralunga.
I was
Okay.
thinking that the Hugh mission feels more end game than any of the other ones that we've come across. Like it feels like we need more money than we have, we need more resources than we have, and like we don't have a tribute. You know, if we have to do a tribute there to this dragon turtle that we've heard about, that people have talked about, we don't have that. So like, I almost feel like we need to say, Hugh, we want to work with you. You know, let us know when you're closer to your goal. We're gonna go with somebody else temporarily. And I mean, I don't know. Every mission out of the jungle. How
Well,
do we get the impression that we're gonna be going in and out of the jungle?
well, our
Or
problem
is
is
it like
still
one
there.
time?
Our problem is still there that we need to hire somebody, right? And we need to figure out if we're going legit or not. If we're going legit, we're giving up half of our loot that we come across.
Do
which-
we need
which
to
is-
go legit or
Mhm.
not every time
No, but if we don't go legit and we get caught by the flaming fist, they'll pretty much kill us
out in the jungle?
in the jungle.
Even if we get away, that will be kind of blackballed by the flaming fist, and when we come back, that could cause problems.
We don't have the
And
funds
he
to
won't
go
work with us
legit.
if we get caught.
Well, when you
If
were
we get
gone,
caught.
Dan, we kind of discussed that Green Gage was going to write some legendary tale, that we were planning this giant adventure to find this made-up treasure that they don't know about, to lure adventurers into this, that they would have to pay to join the ship, which would be paying Hugh pretty much.
So, but then if we're a guide and we get these adventurers to come and pay,
Well, Hugh would
then
be the
all the
guy.
treasure that they do find,
Yes.
they would keep, not us.
No, it would be agreed that everybody split. Well, 50% is going to Flaming Fists, and then the rest of the 50 be split with the survivors on the way back.
Yeah, like a pirate ship or a whaling ship, everything's split down in certain percentages or whatever.
And are there planks on these
It could be
whaling
equal, or we
ships?
could take bigger cuts.
That's where our heads were
I
at.
actually have another. What there is another way we could do it if we decide to go legitimately. We could always convince or persuade Hugh, which we seem to be good at so far, at going into the bay that is adjacent. Sorry, where's that map? On the map, there was another bay, Jahaka Bay or something like that. That was
Oh yes,
more
the
north
other one.
of the
I remember you
Soka
asking about
Bay,
that.
or probably Soka. Yeah, and so it would be pretty. I think it would be in the range of where we're trying to go. It would be a trek. It's kind of like a thinner stretch of jungle from the shore up across. Like there aren't as many hexagons to cut through.
And it's
Yeah,
just
Jahaka.
the other
So
end
if we
of
could
the
convince
River
them to do that.
Tass. What it looks like. It looks like that river that comes from Port Nyanzaru goes all the way down and comes across, and it's called the River Tass.
Yeah.
So, like, the assumption is that if we can get in one side, we could probably go in the other side as well. If we, when we get there, have a craft that is capable of maneuvering it.
One thing I do recommend before
The only issue
we lose the opportunity, whether we go legit or not legit, we need that book, and we should probably buy that off Volo while he's here right now.
ASAP. Yeah, I agree.
Use 50 gold because we're gonna need that regardless of what direction we choose.
All right.
Now,
Chad's
Yeah.
going to, just assuming we're talking about this in RP, Chad will just kind of be like, I so desperately want that book. I will make a purchase for it for safekeeping for us, for the group. I'm willing to spend my funds.
Not just a pretty face, are you?
Yeah, I consider it a gamble.
yeah, you know, best part about having a book around is you ever need a fire, you got some built-in fire starter right there.
And Green Gage gives him a bit of a ugly look, not an ugly look, just like an exasperated look. Like he likes books, so.
No. What are your guys' thoughts?
100% Frid winks.
What are your
I will-
guys? What are your thoughts on Green Gage? Buying a paper copy in case we get split up. Maybe one other person holds the paper copy.
Alcor, you are a genius. Gringage, do you have the gold for a paperback? I see you are much a lover of literature.
Yeah, more fire starters is never a
I'd
bad
be
idea.
willing. Man, I believe I could pay for half. I would be out of all my gold if I had put 10.
How much
gold
is it?
down. I
I'll
only had
pitch on
10
that.
gold. So if anyone,
I have 21
five,
gold.
5 golds.
Oh yeah, I
It's
got
a
you.
it's a better bog. It's a better bog. It's a better bargain than betting on a dinosaur for sure.
I agree.
I give you another wink, and this one is well exaggerated. Kind of like, I see what you're doing. Fuck you.
Very well.
So
And
55.
Chad takes the funds from the
Okay.
two of you. I shall. Anything? If there's nothing else, I'm gonna go get this book. These books.
I think that's wise while
I'll give you
Volo's
the
here.
Okay. So Chad kind of pops up and he does his little strut towards Volo. He's kind of like very excited to talk to him in person, and he approaches the table.
Okay.
Oh, hello, darling.
Chad just aggressively like slams his hands down on the table. I must have those books. One hard copy and one soft copy, please.
Oh, you beautiful specimen. You are in luck. I leave port today, and therefore I'm commencing my liquidation sale. The hard covers are on for 40 gold pieces each, and 8 gold for the soft cover.
Oh, fantastic. If I buy the two, do I get anything else? Can I do a persuasion to try to bring him down into a couple gold?
Sure.
Sweet.
What can I? What about the collector's edition? You know, the one you signed?
How much for the collectors?
Oh my
Just
God.
says out of
That'd start a real nice fire.
Oh, that theory. Oh, that was a first session only offer. That book has been sold.
All right.
blast. Yeah. So with the 15,
Indeed, let's call it a flat 45 gold, my darling. I'll sign both books, and you can kiss Volo's ring, and tell everyone the tale of when you met Volo and the wild west of Port Nyanzar. He produces a hard copy and a soft copy from his little man purse, and an ink stylus, and he signs them and then extends a purple gemmed ring towards your lips so that you can kiss it.
yeah, Chad is not used to having to kiss other people's rings. He's used to having his rings kissed. So he kind of looks down at it. And what am I gonna do? I don't want to fuck this up. So he very like begrudgingly kind of kneels down and gives it a big old peck, but he does not like it.
All right.
So I'm out 40. I'll say I'll spend the 40, and then I guess if one of you want to keep your 5 gold.
Oh.
All right.
I can pitch in.
I got 21 gold.
I got gold. I can pitch
go
in.
to whatever we need.
Perfect. Talon's gonna pitch the 5 gold. You get back to the table with the 2 books, and you slam them down on the table, and the book actually opens to a page, and everyone can see what page it's on.
Oh, wow.
And it appears to open to a random page of a creature called Giralon, which is a multi-armed gorilla type creature, and I've shared an image of it for you all there. Below that, it says this. You guys kind of all look around at each other in like excitement and like, holy fuck, there's some weird shit out there in the jungle. A mixture of nervous and excited.
Awesome.
Does it say it's a animal or a monster? Being the druid that I am.
I think it's, what does it say there? Large monstrosity. Can you guys see?
Yeah. We can't see that, but we can see.
I don't
Yes.
see that. It says 4-armed
It doesn't
ape.
state it. No, I don't think so.
I guess it'd be like a mutation, maybe.
It's a large monstrosity.
Okay, so
Yeah, Chad can't read very well, and he's like, "Look at this, Giralalalalalalan."
I was just wondering if I was able to wild shape into it, like once I've seen it, you know.
Yeah. All right, awesome. So who's keeping those books? I guess Chad's keeping the hardcover.
Yeah, I'll keep the hardcover. That's fine. He's fascinated, even though he can't read good.
Yeah, let's separate that.
So did Chad give back? Did Chad give back 5 gold? From what
I
was
did.
borrowed or donated?
Yeah, he's an
Okay,
honest
so
man.
I could split it with Frid.
Okay.
Okay, I'll tell him when he gets back.
He does this each action, 1 bite and 4 claws.
Sorry, I've closed it, poor man.
That's okay. It says multi-attack. The Garalin makes 1 bite attack and 4 claw attacks.
That's right. Yeah, he has 4 arms.
Holy shit.
Basically, I just gave you guys a little bit of flavor there. I cracked the book open to a random page and showed you a random page.
That's fun.
Okay.
So I mean, I'm not forecasting that you see these things. There's always a chance. I just wanted to give you a bit of flavor as to what the book can do for you.
Yeah, no, that's great. Definitely worth it.
Okay, so with this information that we all have, Chad kind of steps up and he says, with so much knowledge and whereabouts of potentially a next step, I'm not sure if Hugh is our man. We may be better off using another guide to take us in the direction we need to be going, which is south.
Well, I'm open to any ideas here, but I don't really trust those 2 cat-looking creatures.
What was the other druid's name again?
Kawasha.
Kawasha. With his guidance, it is to the east, but perhaps we may learn more about our adventure, unless we want to talk to anyone else.
Chad, you of all, I'm surprised you want to do this illegally.
You know, some of the best business managers I ever had were free to do.
Although illegal,
money to make money is great and all, but sometimes a little bit of sweat and hard work goes a long way.
What we need to make sure is that we're not caught by the flaming fist, so when we get back, we can not be murdered on the spot.
Now, when we say caught by the flaming fist, we assuming that they out there patrolling the jungles.
That's what Kawasha
That's
told
what they
us.
were saying, yes.
Like, wouldn't it make sense for us to maybe apply to work for the Flaming Fist? See if we can get on one of them patrols, become one of them, then we kind of do whatever the fuck we want.
Well, it could work, but we won't be working with Kawasha.
Good idea.
Kawasha hasn't paid their taxes in quite some time.
I I've been saying it from the start. As much as I ain't a fan of splitting up, it might make sense when we're negotiating with people and when we sign these treaties or not. That maybe only certain people sign, and only certain people associate with certain people. You know what I'm saying? Maybe we can play both sides of this coin.
I agree, but
But I'm
speaking from myself, it sounds a lot better to get to a destination by ship instead of my old rickety bones crawling through this dense jungle, getting
Or what is the destination?
chased by raptors. Well, we have two. Hugh's got one at the far southwest side. You have to, if you don't mind pulling up that map again, Pat.
All I was saying there, I understand what you're saying, but we don't really have a set destination. We just got to get into the jungle, is what it sounds like.
That's right. You want to go the long way or the easier way?
Guess all I'm trying to say is we don't know. Us boating all the way to the south might be putting us on the far side of this thing.
All right.
Whatever this thing is.
We've had a lot of talk and there's a lot of options. I'm going to expedite this for us a bit. I want everybody to roll a d20.
Yep. Alcor and
Chad
Fred,
rolled a
not too good.
5. Green Gauge rolled a 15. Alcor rolled a 6. Fred rolled a 2. And then I just need Talon. Gabe, if you want to just click on the little dice in Roll20 on the left-hand side. And then you can select D20 and just click on it and roll that one.
Do you once you click it, it should just like come up. God, I'm glad I'm getting all these shite fucking rolls out now.
That's right. Get them out now.
Huh.
Not coming, maybe.
Does he have the XTT installed or whatever? The add-on in Google?
Shouldn't need to with Roll20
Yeah, shouldn't need to.
because it's directly on the platform.
Oh, you know, you're right. Absolutely. Absolutely. You are handsome and smart, Corey. Jesus Christ.
I don't know about handsome.
I said Corey, not Alcor.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you.
Giving you a compliment, not your character.
Oh, poor
I'm a sucker.
Alcor. I'm sure you are
I
a
love
very
Alcor, but like, I
strapping young
love
man.
Corey, okay? Corey's my G.
I hope Corey is a little bit more handsome than Alcor. He is a dirty, bum-like,
Hey, there's Gabe.
homely man, old dwarf.
Gabe, are you able
Here.
to click on the dice on the left-hand side and
Counts
roll
on
a
the
20?
inside,
Yes.
right?
I'm trying again right now.
All right.
It
There
says
it is.
rolling. Oh, there it is.
Man.
All right.
Hey.
All right. The next decision will be made by Green Gauge. Green Gauge, would you like to explore the city? Would you like to go get gear? Would you like to talk to someone else? What would you like to do right now at this time?
I think we should talk to Azaka.
You want to
and I'll
talk to
make that
Azaka?
decision.
Hear you.
Yes.
All right. So you want to call over Kroga and have him set up a message or a meeting with Azaka.
Okay.
All right. He comes
yes.
over. Yes. How can I be of assistance?
You've already done so much for us already, Kroga. And this establishment is quite a fine one. I was wondering if you could direct me towards the guide Azaka for an interview.
Ah, yes. Azaka. Fine choice. Strong warrior. I will send a message for her. So I will
go ahead.
Yep. Go ahead.
Sorry, I should have also thought about asking permission to post a notice about our looking for people.
You wish to put
I know that we haven't
a notice on the board. You may rent space on the board. Cost 3 gold pieces for a 1-month post.
Yeah, and Green Gage takes out 3 coins and does a little bit of a.
Am I in
magic trick
earshot of
thing with
this?
him. And then,
All right.
I guess.
Yeah, he takes the coins. Yes, Dan, you're in earshot.
Hey, with that post there, we ever get to change that we so wish to, or is it stuck up there and another 3 coins gets to change it?
You may edit your notes whenever you see fit. I will
Get my hat
let
at him.
Jobal know you wish to purchase space on the board. Jobal is the merchant print who deals in guides and sell swords.
Oh, so he's gonna want a cut of whatever we or however we do this. Is probably what it comes down to.
Well, the payment goes to Jobal.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay.
All right. So he's gonna send word for Azaka. We'll do Azaka a little later on. I'm gonna move to the next dice roll, who is Alcor. What's the play, Corman?
Play is to go to the docks and bend the ears of a few captains, kind of see if I can get any intel on that creature that demands magic items, how far of a journey it actually is to Shilku Bay. I'm just trying to get some intel, I guess. Maybe even find other crew members that are willing to man the boat with us. Because even if we do go with Hugh's route, we needed 3 more people, right?
They wanted more people. Yep.
Yeah. So
I think it was 9 total that they said they needed.
10.
He needed.
10, I believe.
Was it 10 including him, or is it 9?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's 10 including
I think
you.
we needed 4 originally, and then we got Taban, and now we need 3 more. That's how I remember it.
Right.
All right. So if you can see the map of Port Nines, are you?
Yep.
You can pull up your little legend that I've made for everyone.
Why does the Thundering Lizard have an X on it?
That's just a thundering lizard because it's not marked by a number for whatever stupid ass fucking reason in this goddamn
Okay.
module. So if you pull up your Port Nines RU tab, you'll see all the numbers, and then you'll see the numbers on the map. And Corman, you can tell me which number you would like to visit.
Okay. 11 is Royal. Warehouse.
Where are you seeing that? The
Port 9 Zuru. It's in our journals.
Oh, it's in the journals. Okay, sorry.
Yeah, yep. And then when that opens up, there's a bunch of numbers. Can I discuss with the group of which one they think would be best?
Sure.
I'm gonna go down to the docks and see if I can find any captains or crew members. You think it's best to go to the Royal Docks or the warehouse?
Well, didn't you say that you knew the harbor master?
I got you. I got you,
Gabe.
Dave. I got you, Dave.
I had to mute him. He was spazzing out on my side.
His echo went away, and then he was like, "Fuck."
Yeah, that's exactly it.
What did you say? What did I need? Did you say, Francine?
What, me?
Yeah.
I vaguely remember somebody saying they knew the harbor master, and actually don't remember who it was.
Oh,
So,
okay.
Was it Chad or was it?
Uh,
I think seeing the harbor master might be good.
yeah, Chad's aligned with Harbor Master.
Which is 17? Dry dock?
Oh, okay.
I don't know. Where's the harbor master? I don't know where that's coming from.
13. Harbor Master's office.
I took the notes.
13.
Harbor Master's office. Yeah, there you go. 13.
Yeah, I'm not choosing to do that. So you guys can on your guys' choice. I want to try and find a captain.
The harbor master would have all the lists of every boat that comes in and out of the harbor.
Oh, okay. So he would have a list.
He would have manifests of cargo that was brought in. He would have captains for hire.
Sure.
He would have all the boats.
That's fair. Then we'll do that. I didn't know that. So yeah, 13 is where I'll go.
All right. So Alcor is going to leave the pub and head to 13. Is anyone going to join him?
Yeah, Chad will go.
All right, Chad's going. Green Gauge. You want to hang and
No,
play with Azaka?
Yeah,
Okay.
definitely.
Fred, are you gonna go to the harbor master, or you want to hang and wait for Azaka, or you guys can do both? You can go see the harbor master, and when you get back, play with Azaka.
I'm gonna chill here with Green Gauge.
Oh, actually, if we can do both, then I would want to go with them. Yeah, I think I'll go to see the harbor master then. Yeah.
All right.
I was gonna do both.
I'm not
That
gonna
might
do
make
that.
it easier.
Okay, so
Okay.
Talon's going for both. Green Gauge is going to do both. Alcor's doing both. Chad's doing both. Dan is just going for.
And on my turn, I would like to go down to, I believe it was it. It's not Maller's throat. Where was the dinosaurs stabled?
Yeah,
Dinosaur pens, 25.
25. Tier key anchorage. Okay, no problem. So stand by then, Dan. I'll do them quick, and then I'll get to you quick, and then we'll reconvene for Azaka at the Thundering Lizard. 13. Let me see here. Port 9s are you? Locations. You guys are going to 13.
Mhm.
Let me put the write up in the thing for you. I'll copy it. All right. So you guys kind of start weaving your way through the city. It's fairly dead compared to what you have seen it before. Your first day here was during the festival day, so it's a lot more quiet. Bring that down. Do that. The harbor master's office is kind of a standalone building on the edge of a cliff overlooking the Bay of Chult. Yep. There's a big, long fortification of a wall leading out to a gatehouse. The gatehouse has to be opened and closed for boats to get through. Outside of the harbor master's office is a bulletin board, and on that bulletin board are the pamphlets of the guides. It's an identical bulletin board to the one that is at the Thundering Lizard. You go to open the door to the harbor master's office, and you walk into the front vestibule, turning the corner into the big main chamber, which serves as an office. Sitting at the desk in the office is a large humanoid creature. That creature looks like this.
Dragonborn.
That is your first thought. However, after he recognizes you and turns, a large set of gold wings appears from underneath of his white cloak. Everybody can make a nature checks.
Nature.
Hey, one I'm actually good at.
Yeah, wait till we get into the jungle. You'll be making those all the time. I'm sure of it.
Yep.
You won't have any shortage of those checks.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, Talon. Alcor and Green Gauge. Right away, you think, oh, Dragonborn, cool. But right when you see the wings, it becomes evident to you that your knowledge of Dragonborns that Dragonborns do not have wings. This creature is of the far more rare and almost fabled half dragon lineage. And by the color of his skin, he's even more rare that he is a half gold dragon.
Okay.
Which means one of his parents was a full dragon. He doesn't just have an ancient dragon lineage. One of his parents will be a full-blown gold dragon.
Wow, that's kind of cool. I don't think I've ever heard of that in my gaming. I always thought Dragonborn was the half.
He stands up and unfurls his wings. He doesn't look like he's going to give you any trouble, but he's definitely menacing. I would like everyone to give me what is the one?
Insight.
Yeah, insight. Insight. Yeah.
Right on the line. Nice, Chad.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I rolled a 1. So all of you guys
Oh, Talon with the
Did you get
nat
it?
20 on the 1.
There we go.
That's like juxtaposed.
Perfect.
all of you guys understand
I
that
lost everybody
he's trying
again.
to look intimidating and strong and muscular, but none of you are
Hello?
really phased by it.
Hello?
I can
Hey.
hear you, Gabe.
I got you, Gabe. I got you, Gabe.
Oh.
I can hear you. You good? Yeah. Is there a delay? What's the delay look like on this?
It might be a connection issue. I think that's also why we're interrupting each other a lot.
I
Yeah.
think I'm good. I think I can hear you all pretty well.
I feel like I'm pretty good too.
I
I've
do too.
noticed a slight delay with Francine at times.
Me as well. Francine and Gabe. I've
And
noticed.
Gabe, yeah.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised because the connection in the basement isn't the greatest.
Yeah, I'm getting actually messages across your video camera sometimes about connection weak.
Yeah, same.
Maybe I have
But
to move to the office.
it's playable with users, Francine.
Yeah.
Gabe's feels like it's tough for him. Sounds like he's having a tough go.
Yeah.
So apparently this guy, he's trying to intimidate you a bit. Welcome to the office. I am the harbor master, Zindar.
Oh,
What?
Zindar, nice to meet you. I'm Alcor Ravendor.
Alcor, well met, well met.
I'll hand
Thank
it.
you for coming to the harbor master's office.
Shake his dragon claw.
Yeah, he extends it for you. It's fucking massive, and you can tell he's kind of getting up in age. But when you grasp it, your hand doesn't go all the way around it, and you can feel immense strength coursing through the muscles in his hand alone.
Easy, easy. I got arthritis in that hand.
Yes, as do I, as do I. Not easy having this many joints in my old body. So, friends, I enjoy making new acquaintances, and he pulls out a book, I have no notice of you coming in through the port. What brings you to Port Nyanzaru?
Oh, I lived most of my life in the jungle. I ran from the Cobalt Mountains. Not only that, I was chased out by the undead and lived the rest of my life in a local druid grove.
Yes, the Cobalt Mountains. I've been there. Beautiful region.
It
Lucky man you
is.
are.
I hope to one day regain its ownership, but I haven't seen it in many, many years, and I'm such an old man, I don't have the fight in me like I once did.
Okay, yes, well, I wish you luck. In the meantime, how can I help you?
Thank you. Can someone take over the talking for 2 seconds? Someone take the chat with Zindar for a second. Can you guys hear me?
Oh yeah, sure.
I'm not there, so I'm just kind of listening participant. Oh, look at Jacqueline looking good.
Sorry,
Oh, the little man himself.
You want to hear them?
So, can I help you, folks?
maybe he can take over now.
Hi there, buddy.
Yes, we are thinking.
Sorry, my video's off. Is everyone okay?
We're thinking of
What? Yeah. What are we doing exactly? We're trying to get like a log of the captains.
Zindar. So we came here to see if we can get a list of captains and maybe some crew members. We're thinking of journeying down to the Shilku Bay. I don't know if that's the correct word, but that's what I remember.
Oh, yes, yes.
Yep.
My manifest is here. Are you looking to hire a captain?
That's correct. Maybe upon your referral, someone that's fairly affordable. We don't have much coin to our pockets.
Oh, yes. One captain comes highly recommended, Captain Picard.
Picard, you say?
Yes, I would stay away from that foul Janeway, though.
Now what
That
kind
is a
of
great
Hey,
choice, Pat.
she's my favorite, actually.
coin are we talking here?
Hold on. He also mentions, yeah. Things to do. Hold on. Where did I see this? Where did I see this? One moment, please. Leader Sharmo. Roll me, Alcor, roll me a percentile.
Percentile.
Yeah.
I love you. $89.
So he pulls out a book and he starts looking through it. He says, I do have there is one captain for hire here in port. Her prices are very reasonable. Let me find her name. In the meantime, let me spin a little story for you. He's flipping through pages, and he says, long ago.
Wait. Greengage, get your book. You might want to write this one down.
Okay. And he gets out his tattered leather-bound book that he's usually scribbling in.
There are many fishermen here in Port Nines, are you? This is a story about fishermen who met a grim fate long ago. A peaceful tribe of fisherfolk called the Aldani angered Ubtao by catching and eating all of the lobsters in a river. As punishment for their greed, they were all transformed into monsters that dwell in the Aldani Basin. Rumor has it their monstrous form taken that of the once lobsters that they eradicated from the river. I'll put that in the chat there for you. And
Are these like well-known people in this area, the Eldani?
you've never heard of them.
Okay.
Did you want to ask? You can ask them if you want.
Yeah, sure. Eldani, I've never heard of these fisher folk before. Are they pretty well known around these harbors?
Oh, I've never even seen one myself. Just rumors and tales.
All right.
Do they cause damage to boats, or is it kind of like an excuse, like a gremlin or something?
I'm not quite sure, darling. This is more of just a fairy tale or a folk tale that I've regurgitated for your pleasure. Yes, here it is here. If you need to travel by sea, you can book passage on the Brazen Pegasus at a cost of 10 gold per day. That's for your whole crew, by the way, not per person. It's a small sloop built for speed. She has a single mast flying a square mainsail out here in the dry docks. You can't miss her. 2 triangular foresails one aft sail, and a small topsail. All that canvas gives her a top speed of 10 miles per hour under ideal conditions.
Now, does that
Again, don't bother. I'm going to put this all in the chat here. Let me just finish this before you have any questions.
Okay.
The Brazen Pegasus is captained by Ortome Swift, who is both clever and calm. Blah, 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 blah. Blah, 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 blah. Da, 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 da. Got it. So let me put that in there. Ortome Swift. Got it. So I'll post that in the chat for you again. If you guys want to put it somewhere, you're welcome to.
10 gold per day does seem like a lot, Gabe.
it does.
I'm actually
And
surprised it is that little.
Yeah.
That's...
And does that come with the captain? Like he's paid in that 10 gold? Or is the captain's fee different?
For what it's worth, 10 gold a day is cheap, but to us, 10 gold a day is very expensive currently, is what I mean by that, right? Like in the long run, probably once we're level 3 or 4, 10 gold is going to be like, yeah, sure, whatever. But right now, there's a paywall to what we can and can't do.
So
how many days does it take to get to Silku?
Exactly.
Yeah.
On the map,
we're not sure.
I'll show you here.
This guy should know. Zindar should know.
I'll show you on the map here. Are you guys in the Chult map now?
Yep.
Yes.
So moving 1 hex through the jungle on foot takes you 24 hours.
Oh, wow.
Moving 2 hexes in a canoe on the river takes you 24 hours. Moving 1 hex on the ocean in a ship in the Brazen Pegasus takes you 1 hour.
Oh, shit, okay.
And the Brazen Pegasus can move nonstop day and night. So on the Pegasus in 24 hours, you're going to get 24 hexes. Walking through the jungle in 24 hours, you're going to get 1 hex. Canoeing through the jungle, you're going to get 2 hexes in 24 hours. So
that makes it a lot better of a deal, in my opinion.
And it's 10 gold per day for the entire crew.
So I did the 24, and you would get to this spot after 1 day. And we know that the Mistcliff Mountains are longer than, or unless this is this our map, or is it?
This is your map.
Okay.
The map you saw with Hugh briefly, his version of the Mistcliffs are much shorter. So he thinks the Mistcliffs are shorter. His map it looks like a wreck compared to yours.
So it would probably take a bit.
To the other camp, Camp Vengeance, it's 17 squares, which would equate to, what is that divided by 2? Like 8.5 days by canoe to get to Vengeance Camp.
Right.
There is definitely a difference in what we're capable. That flips the script on the head of one seems more endgame than the other, doesn't it?
I think it's how we want to enter this beige octagon, from what direction. Because we don't know where this soulmonger is, right? That's the main objective.
Right.
What Green Gage is thinking is that maybe we don't have to go on to Shelku Bay. Maybe we could stop at Jahaka Bay, and then go inland. And I mean, what else would the wise woman want us to go after? But the soulmonger is his logic. So if we were to cut we could probably persuade him to go to Jahaka Bay.
Yeah.
Or force them to. I don't know.
I like that.
Instead of going all that way over, we don't need to do that. We don't need to go that far. And then that would be
is the goal
5 days max, I think. Maybe that's over.
So wait a second here. You're suggesting that we try to convince Hugh that we don't have to go all the way to the south?
What was his reasoning for that?
Yes.
I missed that.
He wants to go all the way to the south because apparently he knows of some
treasure,
temple down there.
Okay.
Like it's something specific that was in the south that he wanted to go to.
Gotcha.
So Hugh wants to go down to the south because he says it's unexplored area. He's got he's got places that he thinks are unplundered and ripe for the taking down there. I believe Green Gauge is suggesting that you guys explore for who's ever in Oralunga that's beckoning you to Oralunga. You have a bit of directions from Camp Vengeance to Mbala to Oralunga. And I believe she's saying instead of following the river down, that you go around to Jahaka Bay, where it may be a shorter walk through the woods.
Chaff to Oralunga, yeah.
Yeah, I think that is a smarter if we're going to Orlunga. I think.
But how are we going to convince Hugh that Oralunga, or this is just completely avoiding Hugh and going for Azaka, right? That's what this is?
As shitty as it sounds, his map is wrong with the Mistcliff, and it's a lot shorter. So he'll think we're passing Mistcliff a lot quicker, and he think we can deceive him, and say that Jahaka Bay is Silku Bay. Because he'll think...
That gives me an idea. I was just thinking that he might panic if we don't tell him ahead of time that the mountains are longer than his map. He'll wonder what's wrong with his map, and maybe we can convince him to land in the bay, because we don't know how incorrect his map is. We will never tell him about our map, and we'll say, we need to land now. This is kind of like bad. We don't know what we're doing. We could do it that way and then land there.
Mm-hmm.
Excuse me for interrupting, friends. I'm a busy man. I have ships coming in that I must get to. Before I make my leave, sounds like I may have an opportunity for you if you're interested. Are you the adventuring type?
Well, these guys certainly are. Those are behind my days, but I will be going to accompany them. I do know these jungles.
All right. Well,
I'm not portraying as a guide, though. Let's be clear about that.
Should you... Where's my fucking side quests thing? Should you take a ship out and around the peninsula, I do have some work that needs doing. We have been having some problems with pirates as of late. I am offering a reward for anyone who's able to hunt these pirates down and put their menacing acts to an end. Is that something you would be interested in?
What type of pirates are you talking about? Are they well known? Like, is this a big pirate group that's popular?
I do have some information on them. Should you decide this quest is worthy of your time?
Let's do it. Okay, let's kill some pirates.
We might consider it. Sorry, you asked about what kind of pirates they were.
Yeah, I think he means kill, Gabe.
And he didn't really know.
Yeah, I asked. He's looking it up, I think.
What am I looking up?
The type of are these pirates well known? Is this like a gang that like people fear? You know.
He says we have reports of 3 different pirates and 3 different ships cruising the waters around Chult. We're not sure if they're in league with anyone, but they do rob and steal from everybody, causing great discontent. The merchant princes have offered a bounty of 2,000 gold for each pirate ship that is captured and brought to port, plus a bonus for each of the 3 captains of 500 gold each. Should you see them while you're out on the water, do your best to put an end to them. There's a large bounty to be had. Any interest in helping?
Well, it sounds intriguing to me. We could definitely use the gold.
Yes.
Yes. We would be quite honored. Please give us more information.
Okay. The ships are called Dragon Fang, the Emerald Eye, and the Sturge. And they are manned by... I'll put that there.
Do we know how many men would be on a pirate ship? Like 50, 20?
Let me just pull it up here. I'm looking it up. And then I'm gonna do this. New quests.
You just did like a what do they call that? A Smirnoff Ice with your chips. Like,
I always drink the corners.
no, but you like put your hand on the back of your head to hold everything up, and then you went like that, right? Like it like it just.
All right. Does everyone see the quest? Hunt pirates.
Yeah, this guy looks like a badass.
That's a good looking guy. Yeah. Fuck.
Can I just play him as a character?
I'd like to change my character. Yeah.
Did you?
Alcor was him in his old days.
Yeah.
He looks like Blackbeard.
Eye patch with the 2 guns.
Mad cool.
Why is that like
And a
that?
peg leg.
Yeah, that's the
Bet
Bet
sick
you it's a
picture.
weapon. Bet you it's a weapon.
That just ripped offline? Or is that
Yeah.
part, or is
it's
that
just
part of the campaign?
I just took that offline. There is some pirate write-ups here. Oh, fuck
Their
that.
bounties do give me a bit of pause. Like they're probably like level 5s and 6s and stuff like that. Maybe maybe even higher. We're over here like, let's get him.
Yeah.
Level 1's like, we'll fuck you up, bitch.
We're gonna get humbled real quick.
And do we know how far out this is expected? If Gabe talks to me, just let me know. I gotta mute him. I'm getting feedback from him for some reason.
They have no idea on the size of crews or size of ships or where they're coming from. They just know that they've been spotted floating around. The captain's name are the captain of the Dragon Fang is Captain Eloch Jar1. The captain of the Emerald Eye is Captain Zarum Al Saryak.
Jesus Christ, these are quite the names.
I love
And
these
the
names.
captain of the Sturge is Captain Laskilar.
And who's this guy on the screen? What's his name?
Captain Sparrow. No.
Not that one.
He's our captain.
That's Captain Laskilar.
Alaska.
Obviously.
Look
at him.
On the Sturge.
Scalar means eye. So last Scalar, last eye, one eye. Makes sense.
Okay.
Obviously.
There you go. All right. Yes, friends, I must go. Is there anything else?
Yeah. So if we hire one of these captains, they come with a crew, or are they manning this ship alone?
The Brazen Pegasus does come with a full crew. Yes.
That was the $10 a day one, right?
10 gold per day. Yes.
All right. And how long would it take to get to Jahaka Bay and Shilku Bay?
I don't have my time is flying time. I don't take to the sea. You can ask the captain.
All right. Where can I find him? Is he in the port right now?
In the dry docks. Her name was
Dry docks.
Title of your sex tape.
Otome Swift. Female.
Ottimer Swift.
Gnome, I believe.
Did you write that down, Green Gage? Mortimer Swift at the dry docks.
Yeah. How do you spell her first? Just okay. Yeah, got it. Thank you. I'm terrible at hearing names and
No
spelling them out.
problem, no problem. I know,
Okay.
guys.
Swift, I got.
These first sessions are info dumps,
Yeah, they are.
but there are no other
Okay.
real cities in the whole of the map, so everything has to come out of.
Gather your resources now. Gather them now.
Okay,
Port Nines.
and
Are
you
you?
said she was a
Correct.
gnome, right?
The dry docks, Mortimer Swift. Yeah.
She was a gnome?
Female gnome.
Okay.
Okay,
No.
let me update the
Small but mighty.
13. Control, copy, edit. 13. Sorry, guys. Stand by.
Oh,
I'm going to have you guys take a little break here. Go ahead and take a break.
Okay.
Take 15 minutes. Come back.
Pat, I just want to give you a bit of pre-warning. Me going to the Dino Pen was strictly to check on Butterbean, and if there's no information to be had there that's super necessary, I don't mind skipping that in the name of moving forward.
Okay. Come
Love you
back
know.
at 9:07, guys.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, thank you.
Yep. Okay. Requests. Okay, Dan, are you back?
Hello? Hello?
Hey, hey, can you hear me?
I can hear you, yeah.
Are you back?
I am, yeah.
Okay, let's do some Dino Pen.
Okay.
You roll down to the Dino Pen all alone. It's kind of weird and freeing being alone, not
Okay.
having people with you, but you're digging it. You get to the Dino Pen and your friendly little boy is out front there. The one who only speaks the local language, but luckily, you've taken the local language as your language, right?
Okay.
So comes up to you. Hello, Mister.
Well, hey there, Bucko.
How did the race go?
Not very well. Not very well, but I got a feeling like everybody knew that before me, except me.
What brings you to the bend, Mister?
I check on my dyno. I still own the thing.
Yes, yes. Continuing ahead with the premium plan. 3 gold for today.
It for the dyno. Yeah, yeah. Well, that's just the thing. Like everybody else keep their dynos down here too. Like, how is there a way to trade it in? There a way
Yes.
to outfit it with more of an adventure style saddle, or is it like the race? Is it just the one only, like racing one?
Oh, Butterbee has been a racing dino for a long time now, but you plan to take her into the jungle, Mister?
Yeah, I was thinking I might. It's
Ah,
mine. I can do with it what I want, right?
indeed, indeed. I'm sure I could sell Butterbean for you if you're interested in a deal, sir. If Rantalro, he would likely be blessed to have Butterbean back under his ownership. Ifran Talro, you heard that name around. He's the merchant prince
I was
of.
gonna say he's the merchant print of like the gambling and the racing, right?
He's the merchant prince of beasts,
Beast, yeah.
dinos, and dino training.
All race associated essentially. Okay.
Yes,
We
sir.
Go ahead.
Yes, sir.
Oh, that's it. Okay. What about any other dinos? You got anything else for sale?
Oh, yes, sir. We have many different beasts for sale. Flying monkeys, giant lizards, Hadrosaurus, Ankylosaurus, Deinonychus, flying snakes, and Triceratops.
Huh.
A
Flying Triceratops?
No, a flying snake. So flying monkey,
Yeah.
can get a vision of what that is. Giant lizard, you can get a vision of what that is. Hadrosaurus, that's what Butterby is.
Yeah.
Ankylosaurus,
I know what an ankylo is. Yeah.
it's a
Spiked tank.
short
Yeah, I
spiked
know
tail with
exactly what it
a
is.
big bludgeoning ball on its tail.
Yeah. Yeah.
Deinonychus is a medium beast dinosaur. It's the larger cousin of a velociraptor.
Yes. Okay.
A flying snake, and a triceratops. Triceratops are usually beasts of burden to go into the jungle, sir.
Triceratops. All right. Well, how much is it for a Triceratops?
We do have one Triceratops ready to go, including all pack gear and harness and saddle. A fine beast. 500 gold pieces.
I think I'll probably just take Butterby in there with me and see what happens. Fire from the hip, so to speak.
Well, I assure you, if you wish to sell Butterby, you would get 100, possibly 100 gold pieces for her, maybe a little less because she is old. But if you are looking for hard gold, I could offer you my own for, should we say, 60 gold pieces for her ownership now, and you walk away with the gold. Or you can arrange a sale and get upwards of 100 gold from the right person.
Huh. And who exactly is the right person? You happen to know this fella?
Of course, I would have to make Ifan aware, and he would take over the sales since he deals in all sales for dinosaurs in Port Nyanzaru.
All right, the burden of beast guy. That's right. And if
Yes,
I sell it to you now, there ain't none of that, eh?
I am inclined to believe that Ifan would like to have Butterby back in his possession. If I give you 60 now, it would just expedite the sale to Ifan. He likely would pay me 80 to 100. Just expediting the sale, getting you gold in your hand right now.
Yeah, I think I'd wait out for more. No sense otherwise. Do got that 3 gold though for housing.
Yes, sir. He reaches his hand out.
And he's like the official. I understand that he's like the guy that I need to be handing this to. He's not just a street urchin.
Yep, he's the one. All right. So you can subtract your 3 gold, and is there anything else you wish to do?
I'm gonna go check on Butterby, see what's up, see how she is, see what she's looking like.
All right. You also recall that remember Gondolo and the other guy, I forget what his name was. The two guides, the little halfling guide.
Oh
and
yes, yeah.
They did mention that they own a Triceratops for jungle expedition as well.
Oh, okay.
Just as a side note.
Can I take a look at that while it's here and like just kind of get close, get an eye on it, see what it looks like?
Sure. Yep. So you walk over to Butterbee's pen, and she's actually got a whole huge pen all to herself. She's got whenever her dish is emptied, she's eating a lot more oats and high quality grains, supplemented with minerals. It looks like they're taking very good care of her. She actually recognizes you when you approach the pen. She's been around the block. She's a smart lady. She might not be the fastest anymore or the most brave, but she definitely has the makings of a good companion. You know.
All right.
After that, he takes you over to the Triceratops encampment and shows you around the Triceratops. Shows you to Gondolo's pack animal. It's a very young Triceratops. It looks like it's not fully grown yet, probably pretty inexperienced. But that being said, it looks like, be a pretty high quality dino.
What's its restraints and pen look like? Like, if I wanted to stage a breakout of this creature, could I do it with any sort of stealth? Probably not. It's a Triceratops, but
I mean, yes, stealing these dinos is there's a lot of staff here, and it seems like the staff is always on point.
I could freely take Butterbee whenever I want,
You can
right?
freely take Butterbean, yeah.
Right.
If you posed as the owner somehow, you could likely get the dinos out.
Okay.
The Triceratops is penned up very close. The one that's for sale is penned up very close to Gondolo's, and it's actually a marvelous beast. It's almost double the size of Gondolo's Triceratops. And
Whose Triceratops is this?
This is the one that's for sale for 500 gold.
Oh yes, okay.
It appears to be like a bull male. It's got large testicles hanging down. The horns on it are massive, and it looks probably the prime of its age and combat ready. If something
I'd like to try to like give it the ranger look and give it the little stare down, like the I see you, you know.
All right, you can give me an animal handling.
Yeah, I'll take that. It's not bad.
Yeah, you connect eyes, and it turns its head just so that one of its like 7-foot Triceratops horns rubs against the gate, and you can hear as it's caressing the metal hinges like ka-ching shing, ka-ching shing. And basically its innuendo response back to you is I can see you too.
Okay. Then yeah. Perfect.
You get the feeling that a creature like this would be a very large asset in the jungle. Right. Most jungle terrain and trees would easily bow out of the way of this creature. So.
Okay. So then, I'm going to 500 for that. I'm gonna go back to the kid and thank him for his time, and then head back to the group.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Thank you. Would you like to prepay for Butterbee's accommodations, or will you be coming back tomorrow?
If we go anywhere, we'll let you know. We'll come in. We'll probably take her if we've got anything like that. But for now, we'll just keep it as is.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Thank you, sir.
No, thank you. Hit
All
my
right.
hat and then mosey on out of there.
Is everyone who's back at the Harbor Master's office back? Greengage, are you back?
Yes.
Alcor, are you back?
Yep.
And Chad?
Nope.
Yep, sorry, I'm here.
All right, and I think Gabe's back. He just said he was muted.
I'm here.
Awesome.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, oh, that's
Yep.
good. Yeah,
can hear
we
you.
can hear you. Great.
Okay.
All
I'll
right.
just keep my video off.
Yep, no worries. All right, so everyone who's at the Harbor Master office, any more questions for Zendar?
You good?
Nope. I think the next thing's for the captain, the gnome.
All right, so you guys are gonna head out and try to find Ortome Swift.
That's right. Yeah.
Okay, so let me get you back to the
Should have named her
Port
Taylor
Manzardi
Swift.
map.
Damn it.
Yeah, she's not a creation of mine like other people are. She's a
I
part of the
know.
actual module.
Prime opportunity.
I know, right? Her middle name could be Taylor.
Although I will RP a scene where Captain Picard and Captain Janeway are locked in a vicious word battle.
Nice.
That'll be fun.
Awesome.
Okay, Port Nines, are you? Here we are. Where's the map? What's happening? There we go. So you guys are headed to the dry docks. Is that where you want to go? 17?
That's right. Yep.
Okay. Locations in the city, 17. All right. I'll do this quick, and then I'll group you guys back up at the Thundering Lizard, and we can have a meeting with Azaka. So Port Nine Zaryu is not a famous spot for building ships, but many vessels that come here wind up needing hull repairs, especially those that have had run-in with typhoons or pirates, or Mr. Armag, the dragon turtle, who is known for hanging out in the Bay of Chult. If people don't play by the rules of Armag, he fucks your shit up. There has been rumors in the past of ships that have come here specifically to deal with Armag, and other than inflicting a small wound in his armor or reportedly making him blind in one eye, the turtle dragon always wins.
Yeah.
So
Feels inevitable.
So the dry dock area is kind of where ships hang out when they don't have a lot going on or when they need to be repaired. As you approach the dry dock, you can see that, in fact, the Brazen Pegasus is being repaired. There is a large slash mark down the side of it. Standing outside of it, on the actual dry dock itself, is
Taylor Swift.
Taylor Swifty. And Taylor Swifty, pills, blah, 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 blah. Where did I find that? Locations in the city, is that it? I closed it. Why did I fucking close it? Why did I close that? Too many fucking tabs. Sorry, guys. Bear with me. Bear with me.
Yeah, no worries.
City denizens. Things to do. Is it here? Dino racing. Gathering information. Where the fuck? I wish there was a way I could search this. Let me find this. Brazen.
If only.
Name NPCs. Oh no. Player handout. Get rid of that. the fuck was it? Chapter 1.
Damn it.
I guess
My text input in D20 or roll 20 is not working very well, like at all. Like I can hardly type in it. It's not picking up my keystrokes. Keyboard works perfectly fine everywhere else.
huh.
I can't hear you,
Please.
Francine. I think you're muted.
I am. I saw your bubble show up though when you were typing.
Did you see it? Like it
No.
right now. So okay, I'm hitting H. I've hit H once. It worked. I'm hitting H again. It's working. I've typed it probably 6 times. Like you can hear my keystrokes. Maybe it's only got 2 letters there. It every time I hit a letter, it deselects the chat box. Is what's happening.
What?
It's weird.
That's happened to me before, but I don't remember when. It was a long time ago, but yeah, you would type and the letters would disappear. On Reddit, that happened to me.
Fuck me.
My
Hate it.
my
Could
audio
you copy
video-
paste it?
I think it depends on what you're looking on Reddit. I'm just joking. I don't know why it erases. It shouldn't erase your text.
That's weird.
Did Francine get it?
No,
over
actually, it was something else. It would put the little, is it the parentheses or the, what's the thing, the icon called? Anyway, it moved it all the way to the end of the paragraph. It was super annoying.
Mine's
weird.
I'll hit a letter and then it'll deselect the chat box. So if I want to type more, I have to click on it with my mouse so that it reselects and makes the cursor flash.
Weird.
It like, yeah, it's.
Try refreshing maybe.
Yeah, I don't need to type that.
Yeah, maybe
bad,
you can
man.
go in and out of Roll20. It might work.
Yeah, sure.
Reinitialize
Good, I
it.
think. Do I need to type? I think we're okay. Like just extra little fun chit chat,
Yeah,
right?
it's
Like
fine.
what you said
Facebook
was
is
fun.
open to Facebook.
We may have lost Forrest and Gave.
I just can't find this fucking information. Stupid shit. I need it. I just had it when I found her name. I
Sure.
closed it. Fuck. I tried searching
I'm
her
still
name.
here. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. I'm gonna have to.
Yes.
I'm gonna have to make this up and then edit it if I failed any of my information later.
No worries.
You gotta do what you gotta do, dog.
Sorry, guys.
Gabe, I could probably help you with your mic. I think your input is set too high.
My input is set too high?
I believe so.
That would make a lot of sense. It picks up background noise.
Yeah, I'm hearing.
Okay, hold on one second.
Because it's pretty faint, whatever it is.
Is that better?
No.
No?
I'm not hearing what you're hearing.
Still there.
Yeah, I don't hear it either.
Your description of it, I would say, to me, is like wildly inaccurate.
I
It's
would
more
agree
like
with Dan.
a faint murmur. It's like in the background, like it's the echo of what you know.
I hear that as well, but I hear it consistent when nothing's going on.
Really,
I don't hear that.
I don't hear that either.
Hopefully the recording's picking up.
I don't hear it anymore.
I believe you, Corey. It's not that I don't believe.
It's better.
I don't believe you, Corey.
I'm making up white noise.
Big fat phone.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, oh yeah, I can always hear you.
Can you hear me?
Could always.
Yeah, it's good.
Is it still echoey?
There's no feedback either.
Good from my end.
No, it's It's a lot better
Mm-hmm.
How's the
because
Corey?
it was more like sound. Yeah.
I had that
Or
too.
like a little bit of murmuring, like a voice, and
So
now
that
it's gone now.
that would happen when other people talked, but when nobody's talking, I hear a white noise of.
Still happening?
Yep.
There it is. Got it.
It's
Okay.
very faint for me.
All right. So yeah, you guys approach the dry docks, and standing outside of it is this small female gnome looking lady with long black hair, beautiful captain's regalia, blue in color with silver trim. And she's standing with her back to you, kind of tapping a foot nervously, scratching her head as this huge, like, claw rip mark is down the side of this ship, which has a Pegasus leaning off the front of it as if it's about to launch off the ship in flight. You would assume that this is the Brazen Pegasus and that this gnome is, in fact, Ortome Swift.
Who?
Oh, you wouldn't happen to be Ortome Swift now, would you?
Wow. You snuck up on me there. Yeah, I'm Ortome. Who are you?
Ortome, nice to meet you. I'm Alcor Ravendor. And these are my
Greg!
friends.
Greg, get over here.
Greg? Who's Greg?
From around the dock, a large, lanky human kind of looks Arabic with a long, braided goatee. Super tall dude. His goatee has streaked with gray. He kind of starts striding over to Ortome. Ortome doesn't like to be caught off guard, and it seems like Greg is kind of her second in command. He joins you. Hello.
Hi, nice to meet you. The name's Alcor Ravendor. These are my friends, Greengage, Fred Daniels, Chad, and Talon.
All right, Frid's not there, but yep.
Oh, I thought he came back after the dinosaurs. No.
Did he?
Yeah, no.
He's gonna meet you at the Thundering Lizard for
Gotcha.
Azaka.
Okay. My bad.
Good to meet you.
Yeah, what can we do for you?
Oh, we have a couple questions. We're looking to, perhaps, we haven't decided fully yet, but hire a captain and crew to take us down to a couple of the bays. Have you heard of Jawaha Bay and Silku Bay?
Jahaka Bay, yep. Silku Bay, yep.
How long would it take to venture down there with 7 other comrades?
2.5 days to Jahaka, 4 days to Shoku. 25 gold and 40 gold respectively.
All right. Now, are you guys looking for work? We'll probably be doing this fairly soon.
Oh, we're for hire. Ready to go when you are. Well, of course, after these repairs are made. That fucking asshole out in the bay.
Okay, now, we heard rumors of some creature that asked for magical items. Have you heard or seen anything like that?
That fucking Armeg. Look at this shit. Did this to my ship.
Is that because you didn't give him a magic item? Or her? Or they?
If that bastard doesn't like the amount of shit that you shovel over the side for him, he fucks you up.
Now, would we be responsible for that if something happened?
Well, it is a cost that you have to take into factor. You do have to get in and out of the bay. I don't know what your if you're a good talker, maybe you can talk your way out of it.
Well, I'm not myself, but my friend here, Greengage, the young one's an excellent talker.
Yeah, if you speak Draconic, Arameg likes that.
Not to mention my handsome paladin here. As I nod over to Chad.
Draconic.
Yeah, I mean, we don't cover the prize for Arameg. Our cost is just 40 gold. But if you don't have something for him, we won't take you because he'll fuck us up even more.
Now, could you give us an idea of what we should have for him to please him?
We gave him 50 gold last time, and that wasn't enough. So that's probably your starting point.
Gosh dang. Now, what about items? Would he take items?
He does. Anything of value, really. He also likes blood sacrifices. If you got enemies you want to throw over, or dinos for him to eat.
Oh yeah, I was thinking about the dinosaurs. That would be evil though.
We might have a few.
I have.
Go on, I cut you off.
Sorry. No, I just have a question for Patrick. If I had chosen languages from the start of where my character was from, I should keep those languages, right? I can't cheat and change the language that I have.
Yeah, no cheating.
To Draconic.
But if you gain a new,
I had Goblin.
If you gain,
okay.
Yeah, there are goblins in Chult, so it may come in handy. No cheating, but if you do get the option to take a new language, you can take Draconic.
Oh, Draconic? I have Draconic.
That makes sense. Okay.
I have Draconic.
Oh, you do? Great.
There you go.
Let me just double check that. Yeah, I got Common, Draconic, Druidic, and Dwarvish.
There you go.
I have Sylvan as well.
When are we leaving?
Yeah.
Well, we have a couple other party members here. A good old ranger who helped us guide us through the nature, and an old gladiator, but man, can he sure fight.
Oh, yeah. Great. Sounds great. Would you be needing just us to drop you off, or you need us to pick you up, or you need us to wait around for you, or is this a one-way trip, or?
I think that's something we need to discuss as a group. How long is it going to take you to repair the ship?
We're almost done here. Day 2. And also, I mean, if you're planning to go to both Jahaka and Shilku, it's probably going to take more than 4 days. I don't know if you plan to explore, or you just got to pick something up, or.
Well, I think first we need to calculate our funds to see how far we can go. How many crew members do you have? First off,
we run a tight ship of 11 crew. That's all that the Brazen Pegasus needs to fly at top speed.
All right, and do you know any other adventurers who'd be willing to go treasure hunting?
Well, I'm sure if you hung around here long enough, you'd find some, but my crew is all paid.
All right. Well, I'm supposed to meet a couple friends down at the Thundering Lizard. If you could give me a few hours so we could discuss as a group, and we'll get back to you with an answer.
You got it, sir. Hope to work with you in the future.
All right, Orname. I'll talk to you soon, unless any of my friends here have anything to say.
Good to meet you.
Yeah. Oh, yes. I just wanted to say that it's been a pleasure to meet you, and awkward flirting with her, I'm gonna say. I have to say that the divine being, when they made you, left nothing undone. You are loveliness itself.
She kind of blushes and steps back, and Greg looks at you and puts a hand on your shoulder and shakes his head, embarrassed for you at your attempt. You get the feeling that Greg is probably Ordame's side piece. And he takes it as a compliment. He takes it as a compliment when you hit on his lady friend.
Okay.
Well, if they're on a boat for days on end, right?
Yeah.
Makes sense.
It's the flirtation.
I love it. All right. I'm going to close all those tabs again, and then I'm going to regret that later. And we're going back to the Tundran Lizard.
Lord Tundran Lizard.
And I am bringing Azaka Stormfang in. Oof, this is going to be fun. Named NPCs. She's a guide. tokens. Copy. And we can go to the Thundering Lizard. And you guys arrive back, and I'll just throw her down at the table with you guys just to skip the formalities. All right, is everyone back at the Thundering Lizard? Can everyone see
Yes.
the Thundering Lizard?
I am. Yep, I can see it.
All right. So you guys are sitting at your table, just enjoying some light food that Kroga's brought to you guys when the door swings open. And in walks Azaka Stormfang. I will put her little post, her little handout in the chat for you guys so you can reread it. Player handouts. Numbered hands out. Azaka Stormfang. Show to players. If you need a guide to get you to the jungle alive, look no further. I was born in the jungle. I know its dangers well and how best to avoid them. Should you choose me, you may rest assured that your party is in safe hands. I charge 5 gold coins per day and require a 30-day payment up front. For those adventurers who aid me in my personal quest, I will waive my fee and guide them to places no one else has found. This quest will take us to Firefinger. The evil terrafolk that roost atop Firefinger stole a wooden mask from me, and I want it back.
This is the artifact
I think
mask.
This is the one I think we should go on. This is the one I was the strongest drawn to. My initial phase.
Why is that? Like, what's pulling you to that? Just because this mask?
Because it's free and it gets us in the jungle with a strong guide, with a guide. Like, she seems like she's got she has an arrow, we don't. We just have to get in there, right? Like, we've got to, I feel like us not having a way in. Like, there's paywalls everywhere we go. If we go by the boat, we need at least like 100, 200 gold plus the cost of all the boat and everything. I think we said that was another 3, so it's like 500 gold. If we want to take a trike in there that we buy, that's 500 gold. If we want to buy any of these, so she has a paywall, but she'll remove it if we do her quest. So let's just go do her quest.
And she's legit, or she's
not? She's a legit one. 5 gold per day.
And do we know around her quest is?
No, I mean, it's in the jungle.
Yeah, that's very vast. I guess having a conversation with her doesn't hurt to at least get intel and discuss afterwards.
Sorry, can you guys hear each other? Corey and Greengage? Alcor and Greengage?
You
guys talking over each other?
I don't hear. Now I hear her.
Okay, so I'm probably cutting out, and that would explain why I keep cutting people off, or vice versa. So, yeah, I believe when I was looking at the map, the mountain she's talking about is in the direct south, and so the access would be still Coupe anyway. So
I'll put you guys back to
away.
the map. And then you can, she said Firefinger.
Oh, I'm wrong. It was the Peaks of Flame, my bad.
So yeah, it'll be somewhere in the Peaks of Flame, which actually kind of aligns with Hugh. Being honest, because Hugh wants to go down to the bay, to Shiku Bay.
Well, could we combine the two of those and do her quest, do the ship with her on it, and Hugh?
We can try.
Waive her fee if we get her mask.
Bring her on as a crew? Ooh.
Let's talk to her. As she walks in the Thundering Lizard, all of you guys can give me perception checks.
My screen went black. Is that intentional?
I'm putting you back to the Thundering Lizard.
Back to life. I forever think of Greg Piercy. I want to hear that song.
All right, I need perception. Yeah, and one from Talon. I promise after these first sessions it'll be less info and more adventuring, and
I'm having a blast. I don't know, like job.
Yep, Talon, just a perception check whenever you get it, Dave.
Yeah, so Gabe's probably like, "Are we ever gonna battle anything?"
Yeah.
Everyone's like, "No, you take us there. No, you take us there."
Yeah.
Well, how much do you cost? Well, you're illegal. I don't want to do illegal.
Frozen again.
So indecisive.
There he goes, 15.
Yeah, but you know what? I think if we go down the legal route, that stacking them is the way to go. I think if we go down the illegal route, stacking them is the way to go. Try to bring multiple of them at the same time.
Choosing how you want to do this is a big part of the campaign, and
I agree.
So, yeah, you guys all see her kind of stride in. Talon and Frid, you guys are actually stricken by her amazing athletic physique, and the way she moves is so feminine and sleek and sexy.
Like Alcor.
And she almost like the way she moves almost has like feline or reptilian qualities to it.
Ooh.
Like she kind of just floats across the floor towards you. And she approaches the table and says, "I assume it is you who is looking for a jungle guide. I am Azaka Stonefur."
Please
I
make
gotta-
the acquaintance.
When she approaches the table, Frid stands up and takes his cowboy hat off and holds it to his kind of chest.
She like tilts her head and cocks an eyebrow as if she has no idea what you're doing and what kind of weird formality this is. And she takes a step back.
Yeah, we were looking for you. Why don't you have a seat here? And I gesture for my seat.
Welcome.
You guys are probably taken back a little bit by Frid being kind of like his best attempts at being a gentleman.
I think you like the sexiness reptilian girl.
She takes a seat next to Talon, but she sits awkwardly. She doesn't sit with her feet flat on the ground. She bends her knees and sits on her shin bones and kind of like leans forward in an awkward position. She seems comfortable though.
Okay.
She's human?
She's human. She's a native Chult.
Okay.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Yes. Do tell me your plans. I assume you've read my ad on the board.
Yeah, I think we might be able to help each other out.
You intend to help me with my problem with the terraform.
Seems like a noble cause.
Excellent.
Helping someone such as you. And I kind of look down, like shyly, like it's kind of awkward for him. He's not used to trying to be friendly.
Chad's just like watching the interaction and just giggling to himself, like just watching the situation unfold.
Well, I think we can get to know each other.
It's like, what?
Go ahead. Yeah. I think we can get to know each other in the jungle on the way to Firefang. It is a long way.
I'd like that.
If you agree to go there first, I will waive my fee right now, and we can leave anytime.
Golly, that sounds like a good idea, doesn't it, guys? And I kind of like gesture to the group, like.
Where was the location?
Greengage's just, yeah, Greengage's just wanted to ask that.
Oh.
The Firefingers, but where exactly is the Firefingers? Is it in
jungle?
the
Just said that.
I have no need for a map. The jungle, I am the jungle. The jungle is me.
I come from the jungle too. Let's use some landmarks. Is it near the Kobold Mountains?
Firefinger is due south on the River Turkey. I know the way by heart.
That's close to where Hugh wants to go.
How long would it take for us to reach our destination?
Long time on foot, right?
Firefinger, if we find a canoe, which would be the best way, would take us a little over a week through the jungle.
What if we could get you there a lot sooner if we had a boat that went around? There's another fellow that's looking to go to the south side of the jungle there as well. We think maybe we all go down as a group. What do you think about that?
I assure you, the most direct route is down the River Turkey. So, you'll be talking to Hugh, huh? That crazy old dwarf.
He's crazy, but I sure can trust him. Not to say I can't trust you, but I know him. I grew up in the same mountains as him.
You'd be wise to never trust a man afflicted with the monkey fever.
Is that what he keeps talking to?
Monkey fever, eh? That don't
What
sound
exactly
good.
is the monkey fever?
The magical disease that once it afflicts you, you cannot remove it. It makes you go crazy and have delusion. The blue mist that travels through the jungle. Once you're in the mist, there's no shaking the monkey fever. I know where it is at all times. You trust Azaka.
As she's talking about no curing this disease, I kind of take a look at Chad and see if he visually on his face thinks he could cure a disease.
Chad's
of some sort.
Chad's like, oh yeah, I know my way around diseases very well, and he has no idea what he's talking about, but he's very confident in himself.
Okay. So she wants to go on foot through the jungle, or on canoe through the jungle. In the river was that the Thath one or Tath? I forget the name of that small.
The Turkey River. I'll put you guys back there. Sorry, I'm looking at it. I got to remember that when I look at it, I got to switch it. So she's saying to go get canoes and go south from Port Nines, down the River Turkey.
Now, does it? It looks like there's a mountain at the bottom of that.
Yeah, it looks like there's a little mountain down there. Are you guys busting out this map in front of her?
No, I don't think we should, but I'm not the one who has it, so it's really not.
I don't
my
have
decision.
it either.
I think it's Green Gage who has it. She's muted right now.
No, Green Gage isn't going to do that. He's take mental notes, but I mean, she doesn't have to know that we have a map.
She just says a week south on the Turkey River. She hasn't said anything about a charter or not a charter yet.
Okay.
Oh, that's interesting. What about?
Well, she said she'd waive her fees, right? I would assume that would include the charter cost.
You gotta ask her.
Okay.
What about the charter cost with the Flaming Fist?
Reading. A charter is a must-have. No one wants to end up in jail now, do you?
Mm-hmm. No, of course not.
Are you wanting us to pay for that, even if we get your lost item?
I'll go and get the charter.
Okay. Now...
She has one.
Do you know the exact location, or are we just going to a general area and having to search for this item?
I know the exact location of the item that was taken from me.
Is there any other treasure we could take while we're there? We're a little tight in our pockets, if you know what I mean.
Yes, there will be lots of treasure for the taking.
Okay.
And after we finish up at Firefinger, I will guide you to wherever you like to go in the jungle as part of your prize for helping me with my quest.
I slap Alcar on the shoulder. Can't say no to that.
I think we can combine two without doing them at the same time. We can do hers in a week. This is talking as Corey, not Alcor. Do hers, get some money, help pay for the ship and charter for Hugh. Go down to Shiku Bay or whatever it's called, Shilku Bay.
Okay.
And hopefully on the way to Shilku Bay, come across some pirates and make a lot of bank. And hopefully it'll be a little bit more leveled up to fight pirates. That's Corey O'Brien's thoughts.
I agree. That's a good idea. And she's legitimate, so we don't have to worry about ruffling any feathers, quote unquote.
So you're iterate that again, Corey.
So we take this as like our second, third, fourth level quest to help her for the next week, and then a week back to the port. Hopefully we are successful. We get a little bit of money. We use that money to take Hugh and get the ship, go out and try and get these pirates on the way to Shilku Bay.
I don't think. Right. I don't think that we're doing this all in one pop. Our first time out in the jungle, I don't think is going to be our last time back to Nyanzaru. So I think that we just pick the first couple that we want to do, and then from there we move on. I think this is the one with the lowest cost of entry, with the generally speaking highest opportunities for rewards.
And close to the port. That's what I
Right.
like.
And
That's
it's
what I like
fast.
about
Yeah.
it.
Was it like 3 weeks maybe maximum? If contingency with like an extra week being there, could be longer, but
The only downfall is time, because we do know that the longer it takes, more people die, right? But that's not to say we don't find that soulmonger.
That's what I mean. We just have to get out in the jungle and start looking around. Like I don't think there's there's not gonna be like a glowing arrow being like this way.
Yeah.
Right? Like
that being said, in 2 weeks we might not have Otome's ship in her. Like they may be gone, right?
It's true.
Yeah, well, actually, if we go on the river downwards, we'll be close to Camp Righteous as well, won't we?
Kinda, yeah.
Kinda,
yeah. So we can do both.
Adjacent to it.
Have to go through a lot of undead area.
Can you guys see the map?
Yes.
Yeah.
So Camp Righteous and Camp Vengeance are on the river Soshan Star.
Yep.
And he wants to go down the river Turkey.
Okay.
Right, it's kind of like adjacent.
Yeah, so we'd have to go through 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, about 8 days of undead territory.
Yep, so lots of options.
Oh yeah, it's a rough looking territory.
On foot, yeah.
And it seems like the more you're exploring Port Nyanzaru, the more quests and the more options and the more information you're getting. So if you want to explore the city fully and get all the options, or are one of these options sounding like the plan for you guys and you're ready to settle it, let's go. That's really the choices now.
From what I've heard and
supplies.
from all the guides, I feel like this is the one.
Yeah, I'm kind of on with Dan here, because if right now we don't have a whole lot of money, so I feel like priority is just getting a job, coming back with some dough, and then
Speaking about that money, I got an opportunity to sell Butterbean. I don't know if we should take it or not, but I can get positive return. Cost me 40 gold, so and I can sell it for 60 right now, or possibly 90 later. So I was thinking about doing that. Anybody object?
I don't object, but it could be a good sacrifice to give to the dragon out in the water.
Oh.
Armini or Arminus, or I forget his name.
No, we ain't doing that.
He's old already, though.
Do we not need a dinosaur later on?
We probably do, but I thought this dinosaur. Yeah, I thought this dinosaur was like on the end of its life, kind of like sluggish and kind of like Alcor and.
Just older. It's kind of like you. Should we put you out your misery?
I wouldn't blame you if you did.
We won't be needing no dinosaur.
I say we do what Dan says and sell it. Let's sell it.
There's also a real good looking dinosaur there, a track they got for sale. Now, I don't have much experience with that, but this fella looks like he could be an asset.
Okay.
Expensive though,
As I
500.
just said, we won't be needing a dinosaur where we're going.
Why is
If
that?
you're
What?
coming with me, then you can talk about a dinosaur when we're done.
We just need a canoe, she said, to go down that
We'll be
Tiraki.
going on a canoe.
All
We
right,
ain't
so
we ain't rampaging through the jungle, if you get what I'm saying.
Yeah.
yeah, all right. By me,
It's all the
preferred
undead as
actually.
well in that region.
Then let's
We could use.
I think it's a good starting quest.
agree.
Agree.
Mm-hmm.
We could use the Triceratops and the second, like the Hugh expedition.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, all right. Well, let's get this going. Then we got to make sure we let Hugh know what the plan is, that we're working on it, and then. But as for now, I think we sign this. We do this quest. We see if we can help this lovely, lovely lady.
Mm-hmm.
And again, the hat comes off and goes to the chest. With her noble and yeah, just other words. I don't really know. I'm not good with this, but man,
She looks at you as you're trying to flatter her, and like you know when you make eye contact with a mischievous cat and its pupils like dilate really quickly, and like
oh yeah,
you
yeah,
can tell it's having like evil thoughts going through its brain.
gonna push you off a cliff.
That's what her eyes kind of do. She says, "I can be back in a few hours with a
Oh
charter."
no.
She says, "If you are ready to take this on for me and help me retrieve what is mine, please sign here." She pulls out a piece of parchment, puts it down on the table. Says, "I must bring this document to Jobal to seal our agreement. I waive my fears."
Can I read the document? I mean, no, I don't even read the document. I'm like signature.
It's
Well,
the exact same one that Hugh made you sign.
I was gonna say, didn't we just
Okay.
sign one of these?
Well, like you said, we're doing both.
Yeah, but should we discuss it with you? Just be like, hey, can you give us 2-3 weeks? Because it's a week down. I'm sure we're gonna have to fight some shit or go through something,
This is to
which will take.
get money for that event, isn't it? Like that's the
Yeah,
kind of the
but is Hugh gonna wait 3 weeks for us to come back? Like he seems to want to do this with or without us, right?
He did say he want to go now too. Yeah.
well, we need
Oh, did
money
he
to do
say?
that. Like he doesn't even have the fucking ship. He doesn't have anything. We can't just make it like I know he wants to, but like
No, but we signed an agreement with him.
yeah, well, sure, let's talk to him.
So
Sure.
let's say, hey, we're.
She just said she doesn't she needs 3 hours anyhow.
Mm-hmm. So I think we discuss with Hugh before we sign this, and say, hey, we have
Yes.
an option
Okay, but
here where we can make some money, and we can help fund your thing.
sure.
It's gonna take us 2 to 3 weeks. If you can hold off and wait, then we come back. We organize it with Ordame. Hey, in 2.5
Sure.
weeks, come to the port and or the dry docks, and we're gonna go with a crew. That's my opinion, but I'm not the leader
Yeah,
here.
let's talk,
Everyone speak up.
let's talk to him. Sure.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so you guys are.
Talk?
Go ahead.
Um, could we talk as an aside from Azaka, like as a group, or are we already doing that?
Yeah, I'll say you're
out
out
of earshot
doing
from
that.
her?
Yeah.
Okay. Green Gauge looks at everyone, seems a little bit nervous. Did you guys notice there is something strange about that lady? In the way she moves, the way she
Yeah, she's
looked at
freaking
us.
beautiful.
I didn't have my glasses on, so she was a little blurry.
All I see is Fred drooling all over her.
Is that what was dripping on my
That's
meat?
what I'm afraid of. I don't think I like the look of this one. I don't see how we have any other choices in that matter. So
Yeah, I agree. She's our best option, I think. I think as much as we like the Hugh plan and we want to do the Hugh plan, I don't think we can do the Hugh plan until we've done something else. So I agree with Alcor.
let's go tell this Hugh fella that you know, we need a bit more time, and we have to build up some funds, and then I think from there, I think we sign this document. So we could probably just tell her right now to go get it. I don't see Hugh having a problem with us trying to raise funds for his cause.
And I think we could still put a poster up on the board, and if we do get some
He agreed.
adventurers,
That'll give us time to wait.
it helps us, right?
Agreed.
We can say we'll be back at this time.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's do that.
I think I can like write a
stand that up.
poster.
Francine's getting frustrated.
All
I
right.
think she's got a delay. Is
with,
why.
a poster.
There's definitely a delay happening on her side.
I know. No, I was like, is everyone just talking over me because I'm
No,
too quiet?
it's
But
there's
no,
a delay.
I'm starting to
100%.
realize, I'll probably have to go upstairs. I'm starting to think I was nuts.
No, it's not you. It's definitely the lag.
Stop talking,
Yeah.
Corey.
Okay.
Is it processing?
Jesus Christ.
What did he say?
He said, "Stop talking, Corey."
Yeah, I can do.
I didn't talk.
I can type this.
So what's the play? Poster and song for.
I'm not talking. Remember?
All right. For next session, poster and song for recruitment. Sounds good. And then you guys are not signing with Azaka right now, or you are signing with Azaka right now?
She needs time to get the document, doesn't she? So we should tell her to get the document. Is that correct, guys?
She needs a few hours to go and get the.
That is correct.
The charter.
And we need a few hours to line our ducks in a row with Ordame and Hugh.
Right.
So we tell her that on the condition that Hugh is okay with us doing this, because we've already signed one of these charters, then we will be back in a few hours to sign this charter and undertake her adventure immediately, with the hopes of gaining funds from this adventure to help Hugh, which she is welcome to join us on if she would like to.
All right. So she will say she will meet you back here in 3 hours, and in the meantime, you guys can talk to Hugh, and I will bring Hugh back, and you guys can talk to Hugh, and we will do that at the beginning of next session, because Gabe has to get up early. I'm gonna call it here. I think our next conversation with Hugh will go probably past 10:30, and I don't want to go past 10:30.
That's fine. Oh, it's just for the next few days that I have a new project. I'll be fine for the next time, because that's a couple of weeks now, right? We're doing bi-weekly.
So we'll move to
I'll
the
be fine
5th.
for next time.
After the 5th, I'm gonna have Hugh come in, and then we're gonna figure stuff out, and I'm gonna get you guys out of the city. So we'll do what we need to do with Hugh. You guys can load up on the gear you want to buy, and then one way or the other, we'll get out of the city at least for a session or two, so that you guys can get a bit of adventuring in, and then you can come back to the city for more lore and quests and stuff. The city's getting a little bit. We've been in the city for like a month or a month and a half now, so I think we need to continue on with a bit of high adventure. After that, if we want to come back to the city and get more lore, we can do that.
Okay.
So we'll pick up next game with Hugh. Francine can post her ads and songs, and then we'll gear up, and then you guys can decide if you're going in with Azaka or you want to go to Fort Valorian yourselves or whatever you want.
What about Ordame too? Can we do hers too?
You can go any way you want, any single way. You can take the ship. You can do whatever you want. You can go rob a bank if you want, or whatever you want to do.
No, I meant like during the 3 hours, talk to Hugh and Ordame to kind of line both up with time wise. That we're going to be leaving for the next 2 weeks at least.
Yeah, you guys can do literally anything you want. If you guys want to do another full RP session, I'm down with that too. It's just I really want to keep you guys interested, and I don't want to make it stagnant for you guys. So
I'd like to get into the jungle.
Yeah. All right. So let's try and push.
I would like to get on a boat.
We just need to tie up the loose ends and get supplies, because really you can't, like, even if Azaka says, "Just come on, let's run into the jungle. She may be better equipped than you, and if you go into the fucking jungle without bug spray or food or water, it could get really airy really fast."
Yeah.
So
agreed. And we also have to look at that river that we're going down. It's surrounded by undead.
And you need there's 6 of you now, so you need at least 2 canoes.
Yeah. Makes sense.
All right. Send me your MVPs with a little explanation as to why. Who won MVP last game?
I did.
Gabe did, so don't vote for Gabe. There was a lot of information there. Thank you very much, Francine, for compiling a lot of that. There was directions and everything. Yeah.
Francine, you're the best.
Francine, if you want to take a stab at drawing on that map, just for your reference too, you can draw some arrows. That Eshok guy said Mbala was southwest of Camp Vengeance, so maybe you want to put an arrow to the southwest of Camp Vengeance. Okay. And then the message said that Oralunga was west of Mbala, so if you want to put an arrow west from that arrow, to kind of give you a sense on your map of where those locations might be. Until you find them, I won't reveal the exact location, or until you compare your map with someone else, I won't put them on for you. It appears that Azaka does not have a map. She truly just knows where she's going. You did see a map on Hugh.
That's east. That's east.
Yeah, that's east. So draw it the other way to Oralunga west.
Oh, right.
So I did say east, but I don't know why it fucking says east, because the real direction is west.
Oh, I thought I corrected that. Sorry about that. So it's west of
Yeah,
Mbala?
It's west of Mbala.
Mbala.
Yeah. How do I delete? Oh, how do I erase?
You just use the select tool.
I don't think I've ever been able to erase.
Yes. Yeah. You just hit the select tool, click it, and then delete on your keyboard or backspace. You can also do it, Pat, because you're the DM.
Oh, great. Thank you.
No problem.
Okay.
Whoops.
Oh. But like the distances are probably not great.
Yep, it's
yeah.
just
Oh, that means it's closer to the bay. Okay.
A literal reference for you so that you guys can just see it on the map.
Yeah, I mean, it looks like that river cuts through the entire map, potentially.
The river Sashin Star?
Yeah, I'm just thinking out loud.
Okay.
We need to go.
I've got Francine for putting up with her delay, so that's 1 point.
Who said that?
Oh, that's sweet. Burn. That's a bit of a burn.
I've got Francine for the fabulous singing. Can't wait to hear more.
That sounds like Forrest.
What do you think?
Yeah.
I've got Alcor because he spoke for us pretty much as an ambassador.
Ambassador.
I've got Alcor.
Yeah, Alcor the ambassador.
Alcor for manning all over the city. Props to RP.
Nice. That sounds like a Gabe vote.
Old Manning.
For Old Manning. That was a Forrest vote.
Oh, it was Forrest.
Old Manning.
Yeah, you don't know me.
And who am I missing here?
My vote.
Oh shit! I should have waited for you. Oh, green gauge for obvious reasons. Do I need to sing my reason for you?
Oh, thanks.
All right.
Yeah.
So Francine's gonna get an experience bonus of my campaigns, Tomb of Annihilation, Francine Green Gauge view. She is at 475 of 900. So I'm going to say 100 experience for Green Gauge. Congratulations. And because I think Forrest is such a fucking awesome dude, he's going to get 50 experience.
Yeah, I leveled up.
Just because Forrest, you're such a fucking
I'm used.
dude.
Thanks, man.
I think he should have to sing us a song.
Yeah.
He dropped a lot of gold.
I'll wrap my way through it.
All right. So that's going to be game. We're going to run bi-weekly from now on. I'll see you guys on the 5th. Hopefully we get into some more dice rolling. Thank you for your patience. I do appreciate good RP games, but we've had like a lot of it in a row. So, yeah, we'll wrap up a bit in Port Nines RU, get you into the woods. And then, like I said, you can always come back and get more.
Yeah, I think that's the only way we can really do this financially.
Yeah.
I agree with that.
Also,
And I've been trying to say that the whole time. We need entry level stuff.
Yeah,
that's why the druid
is...
was appealing, but this is by the book and cheap. This is the best option, I think.
But our first time talking to her, right?
Yep.
Okay.
You guys got a couple more quests. Yeah.
I think that pirate one would be pretty epic too.
If we can somehow nab a pirate, because then we can steal a ship.
Mm-hmm. And 2,000 per.
That's exactly what I was thinking.
Per ship, right?
Are we staying in the forest? Do we need like tents and stuff like that too?
Yeah,
sure, we need a lot of stuff.
I would presume so. Yeah.
You need gear for the forest, or else you're gonna be fucked. I'll be totally straight up with you. Long resting in the forest here is treacherous. It's full of terror. It's full of sound. It's full of fucking death and disease, and so you are paranoid the whole time. And every night that you rest, each of you only has a 25% chance to obtain a long rest.
That's crazy. That's wild.
How do we
There's a lot
combat
of
that?
undead.
How you don't?
Like, what's the best way to combat? You don't.
You don't.
That includes Azaka. That includes everyone.
Can we hire Bear Grylls as our guy?
Azaka is basically Bear Grylls on steroids.
Nice.
We'll take.
Yeah. So yeah, like I said, using spell slots, taking damage. Just because you lay your head down to rest at night doesn't mean you're gonna sleep here. There's lots of bullshit around at all times, dinosaurs and undead, and so yeah, every night that you rest, you've got a 25% chance of taking a long rest, which we're gonna roll for. That's why exhaustion comes into play, and if you don't get a long rest, you get a level of exhaustion.
I'm almost wondering if I should even do a lot of bard at this point, because if I have to not do if I can't do a lot of spells, it might be better to mostly arcane trickster rogue.
Just put the jungle to sleep at night. It'll be okay.
Yeah. All right, guys, that's the
lullaby.
I love you all, and have a good night. Get some rest, and
Good night.
I will talk to you soon.
All right.
Good night, everybody.
Good night. Love you
Night.
too.
Hey, Corey, I love you too.
I love you too. You guys ready for some more role play? Cowboy?
Tonight, no, I'm gonna play some Ark. Fuck that. Watch football and play Ark.
Are you?
You wanna join me, man? I'm telling you, we'll go do a cave.
Maybe. Yeah, I'm gonna see what the lady's saying.
Okay.
And then if she's doing schoolwork or
I
something.
don't even know. Do I even have it downloaded?
No, I'm kidding. It's all good. I would have to do some.
I'd have to make a character. Have to,
well, yeah, I would probably do that with you and do a new character. Because if I logged in as Dallas Cage right now, they'd want me to shadow somebody. I literally got hired last night. Let me just write Jeff.
I'm doing an update on Red Dead right now.
Okay.
Yeah, so this thing, I think the best thing for us to do is to try our best